All right. Full panel today. Look at this.
Woo-hoo.
Been
a while.
You got a lot of
It's been a while.
It's been so long. I got so much to say to this one. We got a lot to talk about. Let's just get into it. Welcome to SF Comic Book Company. This is the SF Company Hour, number 136. With full panel today, we're going to be talking about the canceled, the never-to-be-seen Batgirl movie, passing of one of the great Lieutenant Uhura, Nichelle Nichols. We got a couple trailers, the Andor trailer, Spirit Halloween movie trailer, and a couple other random tidbits. And we're going to kind of go over the experiences that Meshellica and Lori had at their Comic-Con. They were a little beat up and tired last week, so we gave them a week rest to get into it. Yeah. But we're going to talk about all that good stuff. So coming back, we haven't seen in a while. Meshellica, how you doing?
Fine. Thanks, guys, for having me here. I'm really out of it today because work just beat me up. So I haven't prepared anything. So it's just going to be like a free-for-all, what Meshellica says to me.
Yeah, let's keep it loosey and goosey. Yeah, take it nice and easy. So nice and easy. Speaking of which, Lori, how you doing?
Good, thanks. I'm happy to be back on. This is actually my 10th show.
Dude, I gotta start keeping stats again.
Yeah.
That's a lot of shows to go back through.
And I'm usually with it's usually the four of us anyway. It's every once in a while it's Alex or Davis or something, but it's usually the four of us. So
I miss Davis.
I was texting with him today. He
Nice.
asked about one of the things that we're going to talk about in a little bit. All right. So, Mr. Effort, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, you're surprisingly chipper today, man.
I'm already a few shots in. I know Meshellica and fucking Lori were coming on. I was like, I need to be full Rick on this one.
So. I'm telling you, I'm taking August off. I'm sober in August.
Fuck that. I took Sunday off.
Need a break. Liver needs a break.
There you go.
All right, so let's get into it. First of all, I like to always get the sad news out of the way first. So Lieutenant Uhura passing away, age 89, sorry. 89. She famously, of course, played Lieutenant Uhura on Star Trek in the original 60s TV show and the sequels and movies in the 80s and 90s. She was pretty awesome. She was one of the first like major black characters on a major show on TV. So it was she was very, a big step forward for black folks on TV. I believe they shared the first interracial kiss on Star Trek with Mr. Kirk, Captain. One of the all-timers, man, just passed away. She didn't really do too much outside of Star Trek. She had roles here and there. It wasn't like anything like crazy. Like she didn't have that other break. She got like a lot of those guys kind of got typecast. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of bummed to see her pass. But a lot of those guys are up there. A lot of the Star Trek folks are up there. Just I think Shatner's in his 90s. He made an appearance at Comic-Con. He was kind of he's still kicking about. But she was one of those iconic figures, and she'll go down as one of those iconic, characters from TV. So Meshellica, I'll go to you first. What are your thoughts and memories of Uhura, Lieutenant Uhura?
I remember meeting her at Dragon Con, probably might have been about 5 or 6 years before she ended up getting sick. She was the most beautiful, gracious woman that you could ever meet. And I mean, the only thing that I've ever watched her in, of course, was Star Trek, but she had done so much volunteer work for NASA and for the Champion of Women and Minorities that, she will be dearly missed, but I absolutely adore her. Her and Eartha Kitt were like my, my favorite female type strong women in Hollywood, and to have her pass is very sad. But she's left a great legacy. Absolutely wonderful woman.
Yeah, a lot of charity work. Yeah, pretty much like an ambassador for NASA.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just she was trying to look through her IMDb. Just like basically the Star Trek films pretty much kept her busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, really not too many films, like known films. A lot of small roles here and there, some voiceover work, a lot of stuff with for Star Trek, and a lot of cartoon voices. Yeah, but she was awesome. Yeah, Lori, what are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was definitely a sad to hear her passing, and especially the fact that what you had brought up, Ray, about the fact that she was one of the first, African American characters and women in a major TV show. And the thing is that she wasn't just some like side character. She was one of the major characters, and that's what was so great about it, is that you saw her. She was an intelligent woman. She was a communications officer. She wasn't just like a pretty face and like, oh, hi. You know what I mean? She was in the thicket with the boys. She was the only one that was literally on the bridge the entire time.
Right.
And, I didn't even realize until Nichelle Nichols passed that Uhura, I didn't even know Uhura's first name. I don't know why it never occurred to me. But it was Uhura, which in Swahili means Star of Freedom, which was very interesting. And it was very befitting of such an elegant woman and an elegant lady. And I actually had the chance to meet her at Silicon Valley Comic Con a number of years ago. But unfortunately, the stupid Caltrain was late. So I had missed my chance. My boss got to meet her, but I didn't get a chance to meet her. But, she's opened the doors for so many people of color on major TV shows, and I know that Martin Luther King Jr. was a huge fan of hers too. So that was, to get a stamp of approval from someone like him is pretty amazing. And like you were saying, the first interracial kiss. I mean, I remember hearing about that was just like,
it was like on screen, like
too, yeah.
Yeah,
but the weird thing is though that there was a woman that had posted on Twitter, because I was going through all the feeds and things like that, and she had said she was a biracial Canadian at the time when Star Trek was on, and so for her to see that, she was like, "Thank you so much for this is my reality." She goes, "This is what I have. My mother's African American, my father's white, so for me this is normal, but for everybody else it wasn't." And it was very interesting to see the reactions because that was only not that very long after the passing of the interracial marriage, I believe, law that Supreme Court passed. I don't think it was very shortly thereafter. So it was that amplified it a lot. But she was just so elegant and just so graceful and just absolutely, didn't take any shit from any of the boys, and she could just be as tough and as smart and as fearless as they were. And it was just kudos to her for opening the doors and for being such a catalyst for such amazing work that she's done, like you said, with NASA and with everybody and with everything else. And it just gave a whole generation of people of color a hero to watch, and a good hero to watch too. So yeah.
And before her, like on TV, that like or movies, they like either play like servants or like just background, like people, waiter or some shit. They didn't have
Shoe
like
shine boy or something like that. Yeah,
they never had or mammy, fucking some babysitter or some shit. So this was a big step up in that department, and like folks, it doesn't matter what color, they can play whatever. So
yeah.
It was a big major impact, and from reading all the accounts, it's she was loved by everyone. Zeldana put out a nice little tweet about her. Of course, she plays her in the Kevin the J.J.
Abrams.
Yeah.
So Mr. Alfred, your thoughts on the lieutenant?
Well, the best thing about her, like Lori said, she was always a prominent character. She wasn't a background character. She wasn't just ensign number 2 running around on the deck somewhere. Like this lady used to go down as part of the excursion team. She wasn't no red shirt. She'd come fucking back. So that just lets you know how many fucking people died on that show, you know. And she was always a fucking prominently on screen. And I think the best part about her being prominently on screen, she wasn't just given some like bullshit role, like, you know, like you said, like usually it's like you know, the lady who's taking care of the kids, or just some background character. No, she was an officer. She was part of the bridge. It definitely, that's why I think Star Trek was like so ahead of its time with stuff. You know, you had Sulu on there. You know, the first interracial kiss. They really like to push the envelopes, and I'm so glad that somebody like Nichelle Nichols got a chance to be on a show like that, as opposed to being on something else in the 70s or in the 60s. I think a lot of people tend to forget, well, nowadays, like when you look at all the inclusion that's going on now, shit was a lot fucking different about 60 years ago, guys. And instead of, you know, picking it apart and trying to erase it, go back and fucking watch that shit, because some of it was really good, and some of it's really shot us to the point where we're at today. And I think Nichelle Nichols, the character of Lieutenant Uhura, are probably responsible for a lot of strong, you know, women roles that are coming out today, because she was no punk.
No.
There was no punk. That's the best part.
Well, and also how much harder it was back then in the 50s and 60s to even get someone of color on a TV, on your TV screen. And that was another thing too, is how hard
I think she was fortunate to be around the people she was around.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a different story if you're trying to do it with people who aren't receptive, or they're already coming in with a preconceived notion of who you are.
Right.
So it's definitely different times. You know, kudos to her.
Cheers to her, yes. Cheers to her.
That, you know,
Yeah.
that's a fucked up time to do it. Cheers. Yeah. You know what? We have two ladies, and we're talking about the passing of Nichelle Nichols. Cheers.
Amen,
this is the time.
You know, kudos to Gene Roddenberry for casting her, because she's the first Black woman to have the first co-starring role on television. That's amazing to be able to do that.
And I think also Lucille Ball, actually. Lucille Ball has a lot to do with that too, because I think that was all under Desilu too. And I know that Lucille Ball fought very hard, I believe, to get Star Trek on the air as well. So that, again, another strong woman behind the, you know.
And a person of color, even though the Cubans are like the white people of
True. Very true.
Very true. They're still brown. They're just, you know, more Spanish.
There are a lot of Republican Cubans, so I count them as brown.
They got flavor.
Florida, yeah.
Shout out to all my Cubanos. Unfortunately, we're gonna see a lot of this coming up. There's not too many left. I think Chekhov died a couple years ago. Who's left?
No, he's still alive. No.
He's passed.
I thought
James Doohan.
Scotty's passed.
Walter Koenig is still alive. His son died, and George Takei is still alive. Yeah,
Zulu's still alive.
Leonard Nimoy's passed.
Nimoy's dead. Scotty's dead.
I think
Bones is dead.
Bones is dead.
Bones is dead.
So it's only three of them left: Shatner, Walter Koenig,
George Takei,
and George Takei. Yeah.
Wow, crazy. Who's gonna be left? I think we can start the death pool.
No. We're not doing that. We're going to download them, and we're going to put them into the Oasis, and we're never going to lose the ever again.
That nerd's going to live forever.
No, Elon Musk said he did it. I don't believe him, but he said he did it.
Krista, good afternoon, nerds. Hello, Krista.
Hey, Krista.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Nobody's going to kill me.
Live long and prosper.
All right. So let's figure some stuff out real quick. Quick little figuring out with Ray Noobzilla and crew. So just one little Super 7 dropped this the other day. This looks fucking awesome. A few people, Davis actually texted me about this today. Also, we get the Lemmy.
Oh wow!
Oh nice.
7-inch figure. This looks awesome.
Oh my god! I need to get that.
Yeah, this looks fucking great. This is a 7-inch Ultimate line, so a little more pricey. Cool. These are about range from the $55 range, but this probably has some of the best accessories ever. It's got 2 different head sculpts. Of course, the one with the glasses.
The Jack Daniels
Awesome.
bottle.
You know, got the Jack Daniels bottle with the metallic
That's fucking
Motorhead
hilarious.
labeling on it. Got the guitar.
That's
He's got
great.
the middle. He's got a middle finger hand. He's got one hand
Yes.
holding the cigarette.
Cigarette.
So this is pretty
God.
awesome, man. I love Motorhead. It definitely one of my favorite bands. One of my favorite bands to see. Well, when they're around to see live. So it was, unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago. But this looks fucking awesome. This might be a buy for me. You get the fucking stand. You get the
Yes.
fucking whiskey bottle and the guitar. It looks fucking pretty badass.
That is so cool.
I'm
Yeah.
online. I'm getting online now.
No, right? That's definitely a get,
Pre-ordering
man.
this sucker.
Yeah, this looks fucking pretty awesome. It's a pretty badass figure. So yeah, it's a
Oh my
must buy, Meshellica.
Must buy. This is awesome. I actually purchased the Cliff Burton Super 7 figure that didn't have as many accessories.
Yeah,
This is, and it wasn't as expensive, but this is just awesome. So yeah,
yeah,
That is so cool. Oh my God.
T-shirt, glasses.
yeah. The whiskey
Everything.
bottle alone, yeah, it's pretty. Okay,
Oh yeah, definitely. Of course.
Yeah, it has instead of the
Oh my
Jack Daniels,
God.
the
I
Motorhead.
love it. I love it.
Oh my
That's
god!
so funny.
And the microphone where you can like put them. You know how you had the microphone like
Yep,
at a
up
weird
high.
thing. Yeah, there you
Up,
go.
yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
man.
Spades. That's
Oh,
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah,
Evolution is a mystery.
Motorhead, when you really are you rock and roll.
The speakers don't come with it, is it? Or just the figure? That'd
No.
be kind of cool if the speakers did.
The
That'd be
speakers
kind
are
of cool.
You can find those size, those like 1/12 scale speakers.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh!
Oh
places.
man.
That's so funny. Oh my
Oh
God.
shit.
This is awesome. Pretty awesome figure.
Yeah.
Definitely must buy.
But they don't have the hat though, because doesn't he usually have the cowboy hats? That
I
like
think this is more of a younger Lemmy. right
oh
here.
okay.
It seems like more of an 80s Lemmy, I would think.
Oh, look at the belt too. Oh
Yeah,
man!
So funny. Oh my God.
Belt.
Oh,
That's
great.
awesome.
He was editor of the school magazine.
Thanks,
man.
Ray. I'm definitely getting that one.
And like,
Funny. I love it.
prices, like, yeah, they're $55, but Super
That's
7's a small,
55?
Super
Ooh.
7's a small company, man. So
But that's I mean, you get a good amount of accessories
you
though.
get a
Yeah.
lot of cool shit with it. It's not just a figure, like, but you get three different heads,
Three different. I think that's a $55 price point right there. You get three different
Yeah.
figures
Yeah.
with 3 different heads.
8 hands. You get the fucking guitar, the mic stand. Yeah, this is it's pretty cool, man.
I mean, just the Jack Daniels alone is worth the $55. I'm sorry. The fact that you get a fucking little bottle of Jack Daniels, that's just too funny.
yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking figure. Definitely my favorite of the musical ones. So the question is, which one you want to? What ultimate musical figure do you guys want to see them make that they haven't made already? And what accessories would they have?
Oh man, all right, that's too many for me. I'd want a Jim Morrison, definitely
Yeah,
from the fucking
Morrison.
Doors.
Well, what do you come with?
I don't know, heroin. I don't know, man.
More bottles of Jack.
Needle.
Exactly. he gets 2 bottles of Jack.
Or doesn't he have like didn't he wear like scarves, and so probably like a bunch of scarves
Different
or something
glass,
like that?
different sunglasses.
Yeah.
With, like punch belt and glasses. Yeah.
Oh, I definitely want a fucking Axl Rose.
Yeah.
Axl
good
Rose would come with
Axl
fucking
Rose,
hell
yeah.
of accessories, dude. You fucking get the
Axl
fucking screaming Axl Rose head, the fucking, little patience Axl Rose head. You get a different amount. There's a few of them I'd want if for the Ronnie James Dio.
Well,
I want
oh,
a
yeah,
fucking
that'd
little
be a
ass
good one.
Ronnie James Dio.
you
That's
wouldn't
what I
need
want.
to do scale on that one. That one would
Yeah,
be scale
it
already.
needs to be scale. That way you can put him against Lemmy. Lemmy's like this fucking tall.
Yep,
You got
that'd be
fucking
great.
Ronnie James Dio this tall.
You got the
Yeah.
1-to-1 scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie James Dio would be a good one. It's
I want a 1990s Chris Cornell with the long hair. Oh my gosh.
Rusty Cage, Chris Cornell.
Rusty Cage,
Chris Cornell. Yeah,
That's what I want. And he
I'd
doesn't
dig
have to
that.
have anything. Just shorts, boots and no top.
Yeah.
He wants Jesus fucking Cornell.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Well, I think it's kind of obvious which one I would want. I would want Prince, of course. I think that'd be awesome with, his.
How many different guitars Prince would come
Yeah,
with too?
that's true. Plus, I would want the motorcycle. Yeah, we have to have the motorcycle. like a bunch of different high heels. Obviously high heels. Exactly.
Different hair clip-ons
Different
and shit,
hair.
like a Lego head.
Exactly, and like all the lace and all the everything. All the kind of
that would be
yeah.
great. Prince would be good.
Yeah,
Prince would be awesome.
really
I'd
really
fucking
cool.
definitely get a Prince figure.
Yeah, you ordered that statue, right, Lori?
I did. I haven't heard from them though. I don't know what the hell's going on. I haven't.
Pre-orders take a minute. They usually
I mean,
Kurt Cobain.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe,
Kurt Cobain.
yeah.
No, Kurt Cobain, and then you give him like a color changing Zartan fucking sweater.
Comes with
that
a
way it goes
shotgun.
from like blue to yellow to fucking
I knew
white
you
and
were going
red.
to say that, Ray. I heard that. I heard that.
Comes with a shotgun.
Oh, God, that's just wrong.
That's fucked up, bro.
I would kind of also like
Why'd
to
they say heroin?
almost see like a young Johnny Cash. I think would be kind of cool too. Like all
Johnny
in black.
Cash.
That would be kind of cool.
That's not a
Elvis.
realm of. They've done some Super Seven has done some Johnny Cash figures. So
Oh, have they? Oh, that's
Have
cool.
they done an Elvis figure?
oh yeah, there's been plenty of Elvis
Yeah, I
figures.
was
No,
gonna say Elvis
by
is
Super
kind of-
7.
No, I think that's got a harder license to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
I
you?
think Johnny Cash would be
Go
kind
back
of
to
cool.
easier licenses.
What figure do you want to see, Ray?
Little Richard.
With the
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Little Richard would be a cool figure.
Fuck, that would be a good one. Shit, I don't know, like something like a fucking Paul McCartney
Mhm.
wings there, Paul McCartney or something.
It makes me think, yeah, I'd want a
I
Buddy
was just
Holly.
also thinking like a David
Buddy Holly
Bowie
would
would
be
be
cool.
kind of cool.
I'd want a-
Bowie
I'd
would
want a
be
Bowie
really
would
cool.
be good.
Like
Yeah.
with the what is it? The lightning bolt down his face. That'd be kind of
Stardust,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, Ziggy Stardust Bowie?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Ziggy
Bowie.
Stardust Bowie.
That'd
would
be
cool.
sick. That'd be dope.
That would be cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities with this. So you can do a lot of fun stuff. But yeah, this is the '80s. I just looked it up. This is the '80s version of
Oh,
80s,
okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
80s
Yeah,
90s.
so like the '80s version of Prince, I'd love because that was purple or during like his Purple Rain phase. So that would be what I would want, something like
Under the
that.
cherry moon. That was
Speaking
shit.
of '80s, I wouldn't mind fucking Michael Jackson Thriller.
Yeah, that'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
good.
Zombie
That'd be
fucking
good.
Michael Jackson Thriller fucking.
Little zombies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be fun.
Well, and then you can actually get the fucking the werewolf pop
The
on.
werewolf head, yeah,
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
that would be cool. Yeah,
no,
Super
that-
7, listen to us. We're fucking giving you great ideas.
So that's another fucking license that's fucking hard as fuck to get to.
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson?
Oh yeah.
Paul McCartney probably owns it or something.
True.
All right. All
Sorry,
right.
Paul.
So sorry, Bo. All right, let's go jump into a couple trailers here. Let's talk about the Spirit of Halloween trailer that dropped.
Oh my God.
This looks
Can't believe you made me watch this shit.
it looks really bad, but I kind of want to watch it. It looks kind
I
of.
kind of want to watch it too.
I kind of want to watch it. The only thing I didn't like was the chick doing backflips. I was like, oh, that kind of took me out of it. But
yeah.
it looks kind of fun. The kids look like, I wish this wasn't set like in modern day. This needs to be like an 80s movie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Do we have Spirit Halloween back in the 80s? Or is that
No.
No.
Dude, we had fucking Payless back in the 80s with the fucking like hangers
Kmart,
and shit with
Walgreens, yeah,
Kmart.
Walgreens, Woolworth.
yeah,
Woolworth.
Woolworth.
Yeah.
The fucking the mask that come on to the fucking the cardboard thing with the fucking
Yeah.
fire retardant suit that comes on along with it. Yeah, that's what we had, bro. We have none of this cool shit now.
Yeah. This looks really horrible, but it looks also kind of fun at the same time. I kind of want to check it out. What'd you think, Meshellica?
Oh my God. So as I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, like, what kind of second-rate horrible costumes and Halloween, like tchotchkes, are going to like sit there and attack the kids. And then I was like, what is this? And then it's Christopher Lloyd that's in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. I mean, I love Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of like you, Ray, like, this is so ridiculous, but I kind of want to watch it.
Just want to watch a car crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car crash, yeah.
Yeah. It has Rachel Lee Cook. She hasn't been seen in like 20 years.
Rachel Lee
Right.
Cook's in this?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Is she like the mom or the or
She
something?
was one of the moms, I
She
think.
looks
something
younger
like
than
that,
the kids. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know, right? She's
Good.
How many? All right, Lori. How many Oscars is this going to win?
It's gonna just sweep it, completely sweep it.
Speaking of the rug.
It actually kind of looked almost like a very like a bad student film to a certain extent. Like they were
Yeah,
trying
it
too
looks
hard.
very
And
shot. Yeah.
I mean, I would have probably liked it if they almost did it like a nostalgia thing, like they had 80s costumes or 80s characters, like, someone coming out as Jason, someone coming out as Michael Myers or something like that. Like if they had that might be a little bit better, because then it would kind of give a redeeming quality to it. And it also reminded me almost like of Goosebumps to a certain extent, because of just how that kind of kid thing. But I think Christopher Lloyd is pretty much the only redeeming factor in that entire thing, obviously. So I mean, I'm sure kids will see it and they'll be like, "Oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever." It's like, yeah, no, don't think so.
Like, this is like an entry like horror movie for like young kids. This is like for, this is not made for us. Bitter adults. So speaking of which,
definitely not.
Would you do this?
Okay, bitter adult. Yeah. So look, you're saying
bitter adults.
Yeah, you're saying entry level. Entry level for me was Gremlins.
Yeah, but
this doesn't feel like Gremlins, and I know people saying Goosebumps. This feels like fucking Ernest fucking Saves Halloween.
That would be cool.
It's not a bad thing.
I like Ernest Saves Halloween. I like some of the Ernest movies. I'll be real about that shit. I like Ernest, but this is Ernest Saves Halloween. It's not anything better. It's not even Hocus Pocus. This is gonna try to be that. Oh, I'm part of the Halloween fucking pantheon of movies now. You're where you started. You were thinking you were here. You're all the way somewhere down here. It doesn't look very good.
No, it doesn't.
I think they should have went Batgirl route, which we'll get to later, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
The only redeeming quality is that it is Christopher Lloyd. And the fact that I've seen Christopher Lloyd in that one Amazing Stories where it's all fucking trippy and crazy and
that was cool.
Fucking genuinely scary, that's what gives me a little fucking hope. Because if you notice, we only see Christopher Lloyd when he's playing the actual living character. We haven't actually seen what he's going to be playing in the afterlife.
Right.
So that's kudos to them for keeping that fucking part of the reveal until it comes out later. This isn't coming out in theaters, right? I'm just checking.
No.
This is straight to streaming, right? This has to be straight to streaming.
It's Netflix, isn't it?
It's Netflix?
I think so. Wasn't it?
So it didn't say what.
Oh, yeah. I just need to know that this is not coming out in the theaters. Because this is... No. Because you know what people are going to do?
Nope.
They're going to compare this shit to like fucking Gremlins. They're going to compare this shit to like Monsters.
You're the one that just compared it.
Dude, trust me. I know what people like to do.
Trust you, Rick. All these like people in your head are really fucking.
I hear voices, okay? And
I heard these guys were saying something like no one's saying anything, right?
Just wait, bro. They're gonna start fucking
Randy Orton.
People have compared other movies to like Goonies and Monster Squad. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's because they don't know better. They don't know better.
The only movie people could have compared to any of those movies that I would have been like, all right, I can see a correlation, is Monster House, and that's the last fucking movie.
That movie sucks. That movie doesn't
compared to those two. No, it's a little bit more scarier than fucking. I give it credit for being a little bit scarier than fucking being like a typical animated movie. It's like Don Bluth taking over for animation over Disney kind of bullshit. When he started doing Secrets of NIMH, you can see a different feel from the shit that he did with Disney. Disney shit was scary still. For a kid, for a 5-year-old, Don Bluth is a fucking nutso giving you animated fucking shit for a 5-year-old. Yeah. If you're a 5-year-old, Spirit of Halloween is going to be your go-to.
Who produced this movie? This is kind of crazy now that we're talking about this.
Spirit of Halloween? Superstore.
God only knows.
Whoever the CEO is.
Yeah, God only knows.
Oh, no. Was it Saban Films? Did I see that right? Was it Saban Films? Saban? Saban? Yeah, that's the same company that does like Power Ranger shit. If I remember right.
No idea. I'm just trying. Strike Back Studios, Hideout Pictures, and Particular Crowd. Those are
it's no fucking Or is it Netflix? Is it straight to Netflix? Is that
It's
straight to
straight
Netflix?
to streaming, dude. Like, who cares where it's coming out of? Who cares? Like,
Oh, no, I fucking care.
What did he
When there's
say?
when certain
I don't know. I thought it
released,
was
and
Netflix
this
for
is
some
getting
reason.
released, I care. I want to see certain things. Show me, because you're gonna get to it later. Show me Batgirl. I want to see I want to see why Batgirl was.
Rick, yeah. Drink some water, Rick. You're starting to slur.
You getting there already? I'm gonna
Stop
have another
slurring.
shot.
That's not really shivering up Batgirl.
Show it.
Shabba Batgirl.
I'm gonna Batgirl. I'm Bartley now.
We've only been on 30 minutes.
An Irish friend that we met a while back, but couldn't understand that guy. Humana.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
Sorry. I'm sorry. All right.
It's a special show, ladies. Yay!
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
boy.
This is how we get viewers. Get Rick drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't take much. Please like and subscribe to the channel.
The more you like, the more I drink.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
It's like for every like he gets, he takes a shot.
No.
Oh shit! Don't do that.
Fucking
People will fucking tune in just to fucking see me bombed. I'll be like this by the
I was gonna get stomach pumped after. All right, so let's jump into Andor, the official trailer. This is the second trailer, I believe, that came out.
Yeah.
Just kind of showing more. This is the prequel to the prequel of Rogue One. I am not interested in this show at all. I'm and seeing Sal Guerrero show up, that makes me even less interested because I hate that. I can't stand Forrest Whitaker in these fucking movies. His character is horrible. I hate that little speech pattern. He's fucking annoying. I'll watch it. I'm not excited. Seeing all this doesn't get me excited. This is the first Star Wars stuff I'm not excited about. Meshellica, what do you think of this one?
You know, I had a hard time watching the trailer because I couldn't understand what they were saying. I mean, people have accents and stuff, I understand, but I had to rewatch it, and there were certain words that people were saying that, like, somebody used the word fomenting, and I was like, who uses that kind of a word? You know what I mean? I know what fomenting means, but this isn't a Star Wars film. I'm not that excited about it. I mean, I'll watch it, but I know that it's a new storyline because it's like what, after Revenge of the Sith and then before.
Yeah, it's like I think like 4 or 5 years before Rogue One or something like that.
Yeah. So I'd like to see the storytelling, and I have no idea who the characters are. I was trying to follow what the names of these characters, and they're just too many. So I'll just watch it because it's a Star Wars production, and then just see how the story goes. But I'm on board because of Skarsgård, Stellan Skarsgård, right? Mm-hmm. Love him as an actor. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I can't wait for Alan Tudyk's robot to show up.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to see that.
Right.
Either that's going to be the plot of season 2, or we're going to see that towards the end.
Right.
That would make me a little bit more excited for the show, seeing K2SO, like they're interacting and them having adventures. So I'm sure this is the lead up to that, which I kind of wanted to skip to that. Like, give me that, and we get to see you get to see Mon Mothma. You get to see some of this is gonna be the start of the rebellion. We've seen the start of rebellion fucking 20 times already. We get it. The rebellion's starting. Lori, what do you think of this?
Well, it was definitely better than the one that we saw before. I remember I think the first one was like a little teaser trailer, and I was just like, what the hell is this shit? It looked awful. This one I liked a little bit better. I thought it was pretty visually. There was some really cool parts to it. But yeah, Stellan Skarsgård I think is the one of the only things that I really love, and Diego Luna, I love him. I think he's a fantastic actor, and it's actually nice to see him in a prominent role and someone who's leading the series. This is probably going to be my least favorite of all of them, just because of the fact that when you have Mandalorian, it's kind of that set the bar so high that it's just so difficult to kind of anything that comes after it, it's like, it's not Mando, you know. But you have to also take it with a grain of salt because it is completely different. Like I loved all of Obi-Wan. I loved all of it. I thought it was great. Some people are just like, this is the worst shit, you know. And same thing with Boba Fett. It's like I love that all too, but you have to kind of take it for what it is within itself as well. I mean, who knows? We'll see. I think it's just gotten to the point where they're now at. That kind of almost gives me a little bit of pause with the Ahsoka series. It's like, well, what's going to happen now with Ahsoka? Is like Ahsoka's going to be good, or is it going to be like mediocre, or what's the situation? It's like we have so much Star Wars now that it's almost getting saturated, and I kind of don't like that. It's like I want to just have it's like I just want Mando. I don't care about anything else. Mando and Obi-Wan season 2. It's like that's pretty much it. I don't want to see anything else because those are the two that are the meatiest for me, at least. So
it's definitely good problems to have, you know, like more Star Wars. Like if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to watch it, but
True.
It's like people want to watch it. I can see the oversaturation and stuff too. I'm getting kind of sick of this era now too. Like we've been in this era like a lot. This prequel in between era. I wouldn't mind seeing some more shit after. I don't know. I'm sure they're leaning. We're going to get some more of that. So I guess we are getting a bunch of that. I don't know. I just want to see. I wanted them to go to the far, far past. I want to see that fucking Knights of the Old Republic shit going on.
Oh yeah.
And they don't have to have this tie into any Skywalker, any Empire.
Right.
Just kind of like tell Star Wars stories about all this prequel stuff. Mr. Effort.
All right. So when it comes to this one, dude, I'm actually super excited because it's something super brand new to Star Wars. I don't think that anything else that's come before this is as original as this. You're not seeing Jedis. You're not seeing fucking bounty hunters. You're not seeing none of that shit. You're seeing espionage. And that's, to me, at the core of what I wanted to see from this series to begin with. I wanted an espionage series set in the Star Wars universe. Why? We know that he's a separatist, and they trusted him. And when you see his point of view, how he's viewing the Empire at the beginning of everything, he fucking hates it. Why? Because they're fucking dicks. They're taking over. They're acting like a bunch of assholes.
They're fat.
Yeah. So they're fucking fascists to him. It's the way that he's viewing them. It's a political drama, which I find fascinating when it comes to Star Wars, because Star Wars at its core is politics. You know, people don't want to see that shit, but you know that's what it is. It's
about the pew pews.
I want pew pew.
And the stormtroopers that can't shoot, but
more stormtroopers that can't shoot.
When I saw this, I'm super excited for it because it's what I know that I want. I want to see something new. I don't want to see Jedis all the time. I don't want to see bounty hunters. I want to see something else. How it probably and we always say this: we want something new. We want something fresh. This is something new, something fresh. Now, from the it is from the. Have we ever seen anything when it comes to like espionage to this?
We saw Rogue One,
and it's a spinoff from that.
Yeah, it's a prequel to the prequel to the prequel.
Well, the thing is, but we're seeing somebody's life, how it's been affected. You know, and they're viewing it from a different side. I don't think we really see that shit too much in Star Wars. Yeah, I don't know what side I'm on, you know. But now it's like, this guy's like, I fucking hate those guys. And no, I don't know. I'm just really intrigued about seeing the espionage side of it. It's, for some reason, I have a big feeling this is gonna fucking surprise a lot of people.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope it be watching like, oh, this is the best one fucking come out. But I just from what I've seen from the first two trailers,
The Mandalorian,
don't see anything.
I think The Mandalorian tried to everything that Lori mentioned. Everything gloms on to the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
Everything gloms on to the Skywalker saga. Rogue One, I don't really count that as Skywalker saga because it's a separate story until fucking Vader comes at the very end and fucks shit up.
Which is so incredible.
It's incredible. It's fucking great.
And they have Leia show up too, so.
But it doesn't feel so Skywalker-ish. It feels it feels like it's Rogue One. It's like it's on its own. That's what it feels like. Han Solo still tries to jump into the whole it's part of the Skywalker saga. Rogue One feels by itself, it's like a fucking Call of Duty movie.
How did Solo's jump in the Skywalker side?
Well, it's just because it's such a close character that comes to fucking Luke.
Yeah.
Not everybody in Rogue One, other than Vader and Leia, who hop into the very end, are that close to original.
Yeah,
Skywalker
that's true. That makes sense.
Saga. So, I think that's what sometimes our trepidation is going into, like watching something like Andor. Yeah, they're not giving us much, but going in, I know what I want. I want espionage. I want somebody who's going behind the lines, trying to figure out what the other side's fucking thinking. And this is giving me that. This is giving me. I don't want to compare it to like Jack Ryan or anything, or like a James Bond, but it gives me more of a spy feeling. He's a bit behind enemy lines kind of a guy, trying to find out everything he can, and then come back to his side. I don't want to say the right side, but come back to his side with everything that he's learned. That's the fucking journey. Get in and get out.
I think
not just him, but I think Stellan Skarsgård's character, from what it looked like from the trailer, was kind of double. He was almost like a double agent as well.
That's more interesting, yeah.
And they already started that with the Kenobi series with the one lady who was going in back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
And I dug her character. I fucking loved her character.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick of that trope too, man. Like the fucking Empire, I'm good now. Like fucking their turn. I'm getting sick of that trope in Star Wars too. Like every movie has to have.
Dude,
That's gonna every fucking show, every movie has that fucking Empire person that's gonna fucking. Oh, I'm good now. Fuck you. People are just assholes. People are
out of so many empirical soldiers, you're not gonna think.
But every movie, like every fucking.
Yeah, no, you've got a point though. You do have a point. I mean, even at the end of, even Vader redeems himself. I mean, that's the thing too. Is there's very few actual pure villains.
Yeah, even fucking dude in fucking Rise of Skywalker. Oh, it was me all along, Hux. Like, dude, really get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
I mean, there's like he was saying, there's very few. I mean, the Emperor, I think, is the only true that I can remember. That's the only true
villain. He's a fucking prick from the get go.
No one's a fucking villain anymore. Like everybody has to be redeemed. Like no, people are just assholes, man. People are just evil, man. Fucking.
I've been calling for fucking like true villains for the longest, dude. Like,
I think Rick's he's being brownist here just because Andor is a Latino. He's fucking. I think this goes played by a white guy. I don't think he'd be this on board.
Let's just hope
there's merit to that argument.
Let's hope that we're pleasantly surprised with this.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm hoping you
fuck yeah, awesome show.
Yeah, there you go. See, yeah, this was played by fucking.
Rick.
Some hillbilly honky. He wouldn't be fucking saying that. But speaking of which, where's Bo at?
Oh my god, I knew you.
Wow, what a transition.
So Meshellica, out of all the Star Wars shows coming out, which ones are which one is you most excited about?
Always the Mandalorian. I mean, I'm with Lori over there because I mean, I totally love Pedro Pascal anyway, but the fact that, he's coming back. What I like is he was also in the Book of Boba Fett. I like the crossovers that they have between.
Yeah, people were bitching about that. Like, no, it's part of this is a chapter in the Mandalorian kind of saga. This saga, so
I kind of didn't like it myself.
I get why people didn't like it, but I enjoyed it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
What about you, Lori? Which show you?
I mean, Mando, obviously season 3. I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I would love to see more Obi-Wan. I really would. I would love to see, him.
Season 3 or season 2.
Yeah, or even, even the Vader one. I mean, even like what happens to him after, like how he kind of gets.
I just want to see a show of him hunting down Jedi after revenge.
That's what I mean. Yeah, something like that. That would be kind of cool. I would like to see
something like his new life is now. He's fucking, basically a crippled, fucking scarred person. Now he's hunting down all these people that he helped train, and he was their leader. Now
that would be very interesting. Yeah, I would love to see something like that. But like I said, and the Ahsoka. I mean, I'm kind of curious about the whole Ahsoka thing and whatnot. But Mando, like I said, Mando kind of set the bar, and you really can't get any better. I was even thinking, how the fuck are they going to top that season 2 finale. I mean, that season 2 finale. I mean, they kind of already did with
I already tear up when I watch that shit.
with
That was
you know,
awesome.
there was the reunited, you know, with Grogu and Mando in not Obi-Wan, excuse me, in the Boba Fett. But still, it's like, where do you go from there? It's kind of like, what the fuck, you know? It's kind of so hard. But yeah, I'm so excited, and it's coming out soon, isn't it? I think.
Mando, I think early 2023.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Mr. Effort, other than Brown Solo, what Star Wars?
It's not Brown Solo. It's Brown Bond, all right? It's Brown
One
Bond.
Solo.
Well, don't forget Pedro Pascal is you know, you've alre't got one with Pedro Pascal, so
Yeah, but he's the John Drin. I mean, same thing, I guess. But it's just I'm like happy to Jin Djarin. I'm happy to see Latinos fucking, you know, fucking Oscar Isaacs and fucking the.
There you go.
Oh, Dameron. I was happy as shit. I was like, Poe Dameron. That's what it is. Not
Poe
Dameron. That's what it is. It's Andor. It's not Andor. It's Andor. Andor. So yeah, I'm
Ray, UK over there?
I'm good. I want another shot, but
Yes,
trying
me,
to
asshole.
I'm trying to think of I'm pulling a Hondo here. Well, you know,
yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think of what shows are coming out. The one I was looking forward to, and I was hoping that it would come out, but ever since the Gina Carano shit, was Knights of the Old Republic, or not Knights of the Republic, what was it? Rangers of the Old Republic, or Rangers of the Republic. What the fuck was it
The
called?
New Republic.
Rangers of the New Republic. That's what it was. I'm juiced about the Old Republic. That's what it is. I want the Old Republic to come out. Yeah, but that's the show I was juiced about. I don't know if they're doing the other one too, Rogue Squadron.
That's supposed to be a movie. That's Patty Jenkins. That's supposed to be.
That's
Oh
going to get
God,
turned into.
please
That's
keep
not
her,
happening.
keep
That's
her
going to get turned into a
fucking
show.
away from
I don't think it's going to happen at all.
I don't know. I guess. Yeah, that's my Hondo. I don't know. I guess Mandalorian's the next season of Mandalorian is what I'm waiting for.
There's a lot to get to the next season of Mandalorian.
Yeah, shut up.
Oh, fuck.
I need another shot. I'll be right back. It's
All right,
gonna
we'll
get
get
fun.
to this quick.
It's gonna get fun, guys. It's gonna get fun.
Oh God, oh Jesus, here we go.
Oh, jeez. What's up, Rene Cruz? Comics community, what's up? No movie. Jordan Peele's UFO sci-fi flick. It's a good movie. Really good. I saw it twice. It was good. Thor movie was good. I did not like it. I thought it sucked. They should make a Star Wars versus Star Trek movie.
That would be interesting.
I'm surprised they haven't done a comic of that. Yeah, that'd be an awesome comic. I wouldn't mind. I would read that.
Yeah.
It didn't happen
Well,
on screen, but
that's the thing too about speaking of that. Thank you for bringing that up, Renee. Is that those are the two biggest. They're you know, the rivals. I mean, almost, because it's that Star Wars, Star Trek. You're either one or the other. You can't be both.
Fuck
Which
that.
is
bullshit. That's bullshit.
interesting, but no, I mean I know, but that's the big debate. It's like
Yeah.
you're either one or the other. You can't really
I
do
don't like
both.
that debate. I have a pen that it's in the Star Wars font, but it says Star Trek.
Star Trek.
There you go.
It's one of my favorite pens. Yeah, I've never been a fan of that debate. Oh, you have to like one or the other.
No.
No.
I love both.
Well, one, and that's the thing. It's like Star Trek came out in the '60s, so I'm almost guaranteed that influenced Star Wars. I mean,
you wouldn't have Star Wars without Star Trek.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like guys.
I don't want to say either one of those things. My whole thing is just Star Trek is different. Star Trek is more. I don't know. It's a TV show, man. I mean, you have to remember that this was just a TV show running for how many seasons at that point?
I think 3 seasons total.
Bef-
And the original was only like 3 seasons.
Including the cartoons and everything after that, before Star Wars came out, because you have to remember how much it was in the zeitgeist back then.
Yeah, because when it got to syndication, that's when it really became like popular.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. It wasn't as big, but once they went, even the cartoon wasn't even that big. But,
So
yeah, but the Star Trek opened the door for sci-fi on a mainstream
pretty much.
level.
I
Nerdy
have
shit.
friends who stand on that they've taken a side when it comes to the Star Wars, Star Trek debate, and they stand on the Star Trek side, and they're always saying, "Well, it's more political." I'm like, fucking Star Wars is political too.
Yeah.
It's just your preference at that point. It's just stop.
Right.
It's one thing is, and I'll give it that. Star Wars is a lot of bells and whistles compared to Star Trek. But don't get mad because Star Trek didn't have the budget that Star Wars did.
Right, exactly.
Star Wars came up with their shit. The people
Right.
at ILM came up with their shit to create shit. So because they were able to create shit a little bit better than you guys got mad. Fuck you guys. Come on.
Then they made the movies, though.
Oh shit!
And the movies weren't as great. So,
speaking of Mandalorian, what's up, everybody? Gonna have to catch a replay later, but drop in to say hi. Find out I've been mentioned like Kenny.
Or like
I didn't
Beetlejuice,
say your name. Yeah,
3 times.
I didn't say his name. Oh, I said his name 3 times. I didn't say his name 5 times.
Spectre of Hondo is always haunted.
No, but it's 3 for Beetlejuice. It's 3 for
Yeah, well,
Beetlejuice.
he showed up, and that's enough. I won't say it 2 more times because then he'll pop up on screen, and that's going to be bad.
Lord.
Sorry,
Pop up on
sorry,
screen.
Hondo. You summon him. That's what happens.
It's like Bloody Mary.
Yeah, exactly. You have to say it 5 times, not just 3. 3's Beetlejuice.
Hondo.
Hondo. Am I slurring already?
Oh my god!
I need more shots. I got half a bottle left. So it's all
Oh,
good.
geez. All right, let's get through this quick. We're not gonna make
I knew it was gonna be a good show, right?
All right,
Great show.
So before we get into the San Diego reports, so let's talk about the big news that dropped a couple hours ago. This is from Games Radar. Warner Brothers' Batgirl movie adaptation has reportedly been scrapped in the final stage of the post-production after racking up a $90 million bill. New York Post was first to report the news and was later confirmed by Deadline. It said that Warner Brothers has completely canceled the Batgirl movie and has pulled it from release on the HBO Max streaming platform and theatrically. That means fans looking forward to this adaptation simply won't be able to see it. They're just pulling it. They're just taking it away. This is not going to they're not going to just put it out there.
This is the fucking Corman fucking
This is going
Fantastic Four.
This is there's a lot. There's a lot, probably a shitload of movies that are actually locked up in the vaults where they've never seen the light of day, like that fucking Holocaust clown movie by Jerry Lewis that we're never going to see.
God.
You ever hear about that one? That's a cold.
I did hear about that one
It'll
actually.
be released in a couple of years too, because it's something in his contract that it has to be released like 6 years after his death or sometime after his death. Let's see. Let's see. The exact details behind WB's decision to cancel this movie, despite taking such a massive financial loss, is a little fuzzy at the moment. However, Deadline reports that the project didn't get gel with the company's new strategy for DC movies and HBO Max. The studio had reportedly been having conversations recently about which movies would premiere in theaters and HBO Max and would be shelved immediately. And it said that Batgirl simply didn't make the cut. The claims of Batgirl's production costs exceeded its roughly $80 million budget from $10 million. I don't care about that. So what I read that it had a test screening and went horribly wrong. Like people did not like it. It was like a lot of people were saying it's like irredeemable. Like just not. This is like there's no good come out of it. And this is also has Michael Keaton was going to be playing Batman. So this has me kind of worried about Michael Keaton playing Batman. I think there's something. I think people are not going to buy 7-year-old Michael Keaton playing Batman. So Aquaman 2 a couple weeks ago had a report that Ben Affleck came back in to replace Michael Keaton as Batman because test audiences were confused about Michael Keaton being in that because Aquaman 2 was supposed to come out after Flash. Now Flash is supposedly going to come out next year. So I'm having a feeling there's something up with Michael Keaton's Batman that audiences are not buying old man Keaton in the bat suit. And because this is the second project where he's was in it as Batman and it's getting kind of moved around and scrapped. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Meshellica, your thoughts on Batgirl going away? For sure, I want to hear your thoughts. I have a lot more to say about this. But Meshellica, what do you think of this news?
I had no idea that it was going to get scrapped, and honestly, I wasn't on board too much with this movie. It wasn't something I was going to see in the theaters, and I probably would have like waited a long time before I actually watched it on streaming. But $90 million is a lot of money to just scrap away. So I don't know why they just wouldn't just, release it anyway. I mean,
Yeah, there's something. I think there's something more to this. There's something behind the scenes we're not hearing about.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like even if it sucked, like they released fucking Catwoman, they released fucking Birds of Prey, and those were fucking total dog shit.
Garbage.
Yeah, but that was and Batman and Robin, they didn't think that was fucking trash. They released that, so there's something. I think there's something else.
Something else.
I think something else is going to be revealed about what's been going around behind the scenes. But this is interesting for sure. Like the them just say no, we're just going to fucking shelve it and not fucking have anybody see this. That's pretty damning for sure. Lori, what you think of this?
Well, I think if I remember correctly, Batgirl's been kind of plagued from the beginning, hasn't it? That there was different characters and different actors or actresses rather trying to play Batgirl, or so it's kind of almost like it's been cursed from the get-go. And the whole thing about Michael Keaton, I think, because they're figuring most of the audience wasn't born in 1989 when Batman came out. So they're probably like, who's this fucking old guy? Like they wouldn't know who he is because
Flash was supposed to explain it, but Flash is 3 years delayed.
Right.
Yeah.
And so and that's the thing too, is it's sad because to me, Michael Keaton is the best Batman, hands down. That's my opinion. Whether people will agree with you or not is fine. But that's the thing, is I think that because of that, and I think that it's smart that they scrapped it as opposed to releasing it, because they would probably lose even more money if they released it than if they were just to scrap it. So
If they just release it on streaming, they're not going to lose anything. Like they're like,
well, maybe. I mean, who knows?
But advertising, but if they release it theatrically, you have to spend another.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If they did it theatrically, they would probably.
If they released it on streaming, a couple limited ads, and like people would watch it just to see how bad it is.
I think that Batgirl also is kind of one of those characters that's always been secondary, at least, or kind of like just like a throwaway, like, oh, it's Batgirl, okay, that's fine. She's not as prominent as Batman or as Batman and Robin, so it's kind of, it's that weird like second tier or even third tier superhero. So for me, I mean, I didn't even know that there was a Batgirl movie, honestly. So I'm like, I don't really give a shit. But I mean, I hope that maybe sometime down the line they will change their mind. But the whole, like you were saying, the whole DC thing, that's kind of a little bit curious to me, because is Craven part of DC or is it part of Marvel? I forget.
Sony.
They could have them, though.
Sony, yeah.
Yeah, but that's also, but which is he with, Marvel or DC though? I mean, that's
Marvel.
He's okay,
He's
so
Marvel.
that's a different thing. That's a different thing altogether. But that's what I mean. It's kind of like, what's happening with those. And as I think Rick and I had discussed before in a previous podcast, that they need people who actually know what the fuck they're doing in the studios. People that are fanboys, people that do actually read comic books, that do actually know what the fuck they're about. Excuse my French. But in order for the audience is to really get, like you guys and us, to get what we really want. And that's the problem, is I think that you have such a generation that's so used to the movies that they don't sit down and read. They don't read a comic book. They barely even, know what a freaking comic book looks like and actually feel what it looks like, or feel what the texture of it. So Anyway,
so the guy. So this was Toby Emmerich was the guy who was in charge of Warner Brothers
Originally, right?
Yeah,
and this guy they merged with Discovery, and Discovery. David Zaslav, I guess, is taking over.
They put in a new guy.
Yeah, and he's like notorious for cost cutting, like bottom line kind of shit.
Yeah, but Toby Emmerich has some good. He had some good stuff too. I remember.
He's Nick Khan of fucking Warner Brothers, bro.
Yeah.
He's the Nick Khan of Warner Brothers.
Yeah, so this is so this was the Bad Boy for Life Bad Boy for Life directors. J.K. Simmons was in this. Brendan Fraser was in this. It had a pretty damn good cast, and Michael Keaton as Batman in the so this had a good cast.
Yeah.
I really kind of want to see this movie. This is going to be released somewhere. Somebody's going to get
probably bootleg somewhere. Yeah.
No, Warner Brothers will release this. They're just not going to release this now.
Yeah.
They'll
Yeah, I don't
release.
think we're going to see a fever of like the Snyder cut. Release the Snyder cut.
No, it's not. It's not going to
Definitely
be.
not.
No one's gonna,
Be that.
like you said before, no one was like, I'm a big Batgirl fan. I love Batgirl. I have her damn tattoo. I love Batgirl, and I was pretty on the fence about this movie being made at all, and it just didn't feel Batgirl to me. So I'm not upset by this, but I want what is their plan for the future though? Like, this doesn't fit with their outlook or their future movie slate with the DC. What is it supposed to look like? They don't have no fucking direction for these movies.
Right.
You're gonna embrace the Snyder stuff, or you're not embracing the Snyder? You're bringing Affleck back as Batman. Like, what is the direction? Where are we going with these fucking movies? Like, it's very confusing. Like, I don't think they know. I think they're just trying to see what works and what doesn't. And the Flash is going to be a big one because that's that fucking production's a mess right now too. So yeah, DC's in a fucking weird place right now, man. They better hope fucking Black Adam hits, man. They better hope Aquaman 2 hits because they're gonna have some issues coming up.
Well, Warner Brothers is in a bad place right now.
Yeah,
it's not just DC. So I hear everything you guys are saying when it comes to Batgirl. Like, so they did test this out for audiences, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
it's so poorly received by moviegoers that the studio decided to cut losses and run.
I would say it's not only Batman. I really want to say it's not. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not only Michael Keaton as Batman. It's probably going to be the actress as Batgirl. It's probably going to be the suit. Yeah. It's probably going to be a few things that's going to make it feel. And this is the one thing I've been fucking scared of about this movie. It's going to feel like a WB show.
Yeah.
Done into a fucking
movie. Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. So you're pretty much getting like the Flash movie done as a Batgirl DC HBO Max streaming. They don't want to show. Maybe they don't want to show you this because they're embarrassed that they spent $90 fucking million on
insane.
a CW show.
That's insane.
Yeah, I really want to see it.
No, look, you told me Brendan Fraser's the fucking villain. I'm like, you know what? I definitely kind of want to see that.
He's gonna play a Firefly.
He's got a renaissance, man. You know, I want to see Brendan Fraser do good.
I would love to see that. Yeah,
a lot of people do. Yeah, see, that's the whole thing. A lot of people are on that kid's camp. They want to see that guy make good movies because everybody remembers him. They didn't want to see him go away. They know how fucking the Hollywood fucking machine works.
Yep.
And the guy's he's back in. And any in that he gets, they want to see it. They want to see that. So I definitely want to see him as a villain. You know, I got to see him a little bit in Doom Patrol. He was great.
Yeah.
You know, JK, when you announced the cast, it's how do you fuck this up?
I know.
Yes.
$90 million. How do you fuck this up?
And I think it's and going back to the Keaton thing, I think it's a mistake trying to make Keaton the main Batman in this universe.
I agree with that.
And have it make sense. Like it doesn't make any sense to have Keaton from the Burtonverse come in and be the Batman to all these characters. Like
yes, because they're all Snyderverse fucking characters.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like maybe it makes sense in like Flashpoint in the Flash movie. But even still, like I love Keaton, I love Keaton's Batman, but like seeing him in the Flash movie would be fine for me. But having him like show up on all these other movies as the main Batman, I didn't think makes sense because it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm glad they're going back and bringing Affleck in. I'm hearing things like they want to bring Affleck. Apparently, J-Lo is a big fan, and she's the one that's been.
She's huge. She's been a huge. No, that may be a good thing for a person like me and Ray, who fucking love Ben Affleck as fucking Batman.
He's the best Batman.
He's the best Batman. Reading Batman, you see Ben Affleck and you see him on screen physically. He's Batman. I'm sorry, Lori. He's Batman. I love Michael Keaton too. I grew up in '89. I fucking love that Batman. But if you read Batman and you see him constantly, it's Ben Affleck. It is, and it's his particular Batman that fucking I'm going in with. Now, Ray, if they were to tell me they would happen to bring Ben Affleck to film those Batgirl scenes, maybe Maybe it's not scrapped yet. I'm hoping, some fucking hope, because now that they brought Ben Affleck to fucking shoot those scenes for Aquaman, maybe they bring him in for Batgirl. Maybe they bring him in for the Flash, and and that could be the only byproduct of having J-Lo as a Batman fan. It's like, you know what, you need to play this.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm hanging on to fucking strands here.
God.
This is the upcoming slate for DC. They got Black Adam, of course, coming out in a couple months. We got Shazam coming out in December. Shazam's coming out so we got Black Adam and Shazam like 3 months apart. That's crazy.
That's great. No, that's great, because then maybe 6 months, a year down the road, we get a fucking Black Adam versus Shazam movie.
Yeah, they better do that's
there's
no point if they don't
happen.
Yeah,
we got Aquaman in March 17th. The Flash supposedly is going to come out in 2023. I think they're going to.
They're doing reshoots.
I think they just need to fucking kill Ezra Miller and just bring in Wally West. Fuck it.
Yeah, really.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
August 18th, 2023, we've got Blue Beetle. And then the stuff we got in development of the fucking singing Joker 2. I don't care about that.
I still cannot wrap my head around that. That is just still. I'm like that. That's a fucking joke. It's got to be a joke.
It's the Joker, of course it is.
It's
Joker.
No pun intended.
And that's the whole thing. They're gonna say it's in his head, so this is what you're seeing. I can't fucking buy that.
No, yeah.
No,
I still haven't seen that.
I'm not buying what you're fucking selling, guys.
No.
Do not give me a Joker musical, please.
Oh gosh, no.
I'm not going to watch it. Like I haven't watched the first one.
You should watch the first one, though, Ray. Just to get a base.
I finally watched it, and it was yeah.
If they do a second one, I'll watch it for us to fucking suffer through the pain, and I will tell you, don't watch it. But I will say, definitely watch the first one, just so you can see how much of a fucking hack Homeboy is.
Well, and also who he ripped off of. I mean, like you were
that's
saying,
what I'm saying. That's totally what I'm saying. He hacked off of fucking Scorsese the whole time. Everything Scorsese, it's like, I get it, you're a fucking fanboy, but I'm not fucking hacking off of the fanboys of the people that I am.
Yeah,
I won't do it. So we got Wonder Woman 3 that's still in the books. Matt Reeves Batman 2.
That's going ahead.
Yeah, that made money. It's pretty well received.
Batman's great.
Yeah, we got a Green Lantern TV show, and like all the shit that got scrapped. We had like a Cyborg movie that was supposed to come out a couple years ago that got scrapped. Sorry. And like, I'm looking at all this fucking. Yeah, there was a Nightwing movie that was supposed to be by Chris McKay that never got into. There was talk of more Superman stuff. Lobo.
Hey, now Nightwing and Batgirl would be good. What do you think?
That'd be great.
I would love that.
I love that. I mean, I'm reading the Nightwing stories now, and I love that.
Yeah, call it Bloodhaven Nights, and just have fucking like a Batgirl, fucking Nightwing, fucking like a night of them crime fighting together. Yes. Just a movie of that.
That'd be cool.
Yes,
I would watch place during the night of them fighting.
Have them chasing Blockbuster.
That'd be fucking awesome, dude. Like,
see, this is what I mean. We need people like us in the fucking decision-making positions. Damn it!
Not to spend $90 million to have it fail in
exactly.
the test audience.
We need to write it and fucking have it in hand and fucking hand it off to somebody somewhere.
True. Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been thinking about that for a long time. I need to fucking do this shit.
Yep.
All these, there's a lot of movies that are like DC's in a mess. They need like some real leadership, and they need to have a right. Like, all right, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna do the like. Everyone, they need their just a direction. Like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're leading to. This is what we're gonna have. But they don't do it, man. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. A couple chats here. Hundo, by the way, Ambulance was really good. I want to check that out. RRR is the most over the top movie. That has the greatest dance-off cinematic history. Epic.
RRR.
That's the fucking Netflix Bollywood movie?
That's the Bollywood one. Yeah, it's like 3 hours long. I can't do it.
I like fucking epics and I like musicals. I don't know if I like them combined.
Yeah, like I've seen some like clips and so it looks fucking like pretty insane.
It does.
I want to check it out, but I don't have 3 hours to invest in it.
That's
I don't want to be fucking Gladiator and then fucking busting into a fucking musical every time. I'm like, are you not entertained? Da, 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 da. I don't want to see that shit. That's just me. It's just it takes you out of the movie for me. It's you know what? It's a different culture, and I get that. But for me, I want to watch a movie and be in that time and just go. I don't need a fucking dance number.
The Grayson's gonna start slurring his words. He's got gas in the bank and money in the tank.
I need another shot. That's what that's.
There you go. All right.
Should have fucking brought the bottle here, man.
So that's probably for the best. So yeah, this is DC needs. I'm worried. I'm worried about Blue Beetle. I'm worried about like some of these movies that
Blue Beetle. The fact that they went from I think that was supposed to be streaming and then they went to theatrical. That's fucking like good news for us.
Yeah, but they were talking about that for Batgirl too. It was supposed to go theatrical too.
Yeah, but they were talking about it.
Yeah.
They announced the difference between
Well,
announced.
they announced it was supposed to go
Talking about
theatrical. Yeah, I think so. I'm worried about Blue Beetle now, man.
I'm not. Blue Beetle has nothing to do with Gotham. Blue Beetle is Blue Beetle.
I hope so. Warner Brothers is a mess right now, so I would.
It is.
We'll
But
see what the
don't
test audience
fucking wreck my yum, bro.
Just trying to break your heart, Rick. Just trying to break your heart.
Don't do it. Show Maridonia. I'm here for you, bro. I called
Hey,
you.
how do we get to be test audience? Lori, do you know how to do that?
I don't know. That's a good idea, actually. We should
No.
probably
You
do
just basically gotta be at the
You
right
get
place. Yeah, you got to be like I remember we're a test audience for Man on the Moon.
And no, we were also for South Park too. I think for both of them. Oh, dude, Man on the Moon. They should have released that original cut.
Yeah, we got to see like the original cut of Man on the Moon, like 6 months before it came out. It was cool, and yeah, we were like one of the first.
Jim Carrey, Andy Kaufman. If you guys, remember. It's a great movie. I love that movie, dude. It's a great movie.
You're getting very fucking Jeff
I'm
Goldblum.
going beautiful mind here right now, all right?
Yeah, very Brendel Fly fucking right now.
All right, I need another shot. I'll be right back.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be a great one. All right, so let's jump into our San Diego Comic-Con report. Of course, Meshellica and Lori made it that way for the week. You guys went all 4 days, right?
Yeah, I was there from the same Wednesday to Sunday. Yeah,
It was 5 days.
5
right?
days technically. Yeah.
Preview night.
Yeah, preview night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Meshellica, so how was your experience? Like, what was some of the cool things you saw?
Man, I could talk for hours about my experience, but so the first and last time I went to Comic-Con was in 2009. Okay. And during that time, I was dressing up as Stormtrooper. I was like trooping with the 501st. I was promoting books for like Del Rey books, doing all this stuff that was not even con related. And I was only able to get to like, Hall H on Sunday. So this time you would think 13 years later, I would be doing everything that, you could. There is no time. There isn't enough time, to be able to do everything and anything you want to do at Comic-Con. And Lori, you know this.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to do. And the nice thing about it, though, is because of, COVID. It's the first time it's been back since COVID.
The nice thing about COVID.
Well,
Exactly.
you didn't have, to me, you didn't have the 125 or 150,000 people that you were expecting, like usually, pre-COVID. So to me, it didn't look as packed or as busy as it probably was, maybe 3 years ago, right, Lori? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know. I can talk and talk and talk, but ask me a question about it. I'll let you know.
What was your favorite panel you attended?
So I only went to so my favorite panel was the panel on Primal. The Jendi Todorovsky animation movie.
How many
And
seasons
the
is that in?
it was awesome. It was at the Hilton at Ballroom 20. I mean, not Ballroom 20, the Indigo Room, and it was very easy to get to. And it was Jendi. It was I forgot the guy's first name, Wilson, and the voice actor that does Spears, grunting and growling and stuff like that. And they showed they showed like his process, how he draws the storyboards, and how I forgot the guy's name. I'm sorry, but the artist would then paint, each storyline in the background, and then the voice actor would sit there and do the grunts and the screams and the howls. It was a great panel. That was really good. And they showed a little bit of like season 2, but season 2 is streaming right now. There's like 3 episodes of it. I suggest watching it, guys, because there's no dialogue. It's it's the life of a barbarian caveman with a dinosaur. No dialogue, and everything is emotional expressions and the things that they go through. Mm-hmm. And that was my favorite panel. I really wish that they had some swag, but they didn't have swag after that panel,
unfortunately.
But I did actually, with my sister-in-law and my brother, did that Hall H experience where you actually go to the next day line, get your wristband the night before the Hall H panel you want to go to. And my sister-in-law was a trooper. She actually spent the night in line so that we can get like 3rd row at Hall H on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So that was the Mayans, which was a great panel. What We Do in the Shadows, which was 2nd. And then, of course, the Funko panel. Mm-hmm. And we all got swag at the end, the Mayans was a t-shirt, and then I got also the Nadja's t-shirt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for What We Do in the Shadows. And then 2 Funko Pops that were actually Hall H type Funko Pops from that Funko panel. And actually the actress, what's her name? Oh my God. Rosario Dawson was there. William Zabka was there. And I can't remember the name of the actor, but he's in Shang-Chi.
Oh, the Simu Liu, I think. Yeah.
Simu Liu. He was there. Very good interviews. And they also have their own pops now for their respective characters. Yeah. And if you were lucky, you would have gotten one, as swag, leaving. But I wasn't lucky to get any of those. But it was a very good experience to be able to do that Hall H overnight line kind of thing, because I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
Too much. But those were the panels that I was able to get to. I wanted to get to the Severance panel, which is on Apple TV, the Ben Stiller one, but didn't have time to do that because
that's Adam Scott, right, in that one too.
Yeah, Adam Scott, very good, very good.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for that. Yeah, I actually have Apple TV now, so I can actually
watch it. Nice. Ninja, it's really good. In fact,
what is it?
It's called Severance.
So basically, the plot is basically you can sign into your work life and your home life are separated. So whatever you do at work, you don't remember at home. Whenever you do at home, you don't remember.
So it's super separate.
Yeah.
And Lumen. I got a Lumen bag.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Was that little card that they had? There was like a little card that you got with the Severance or something like that.
Yeah, there's an Apple card. There's a card, and then I got a Lumen pen. Nice. So I'm all
You're all lumened up.
What was your favorite piece of swag you got? Out of all of it.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to spoil it right now because my very, very favorite one should be like a hidden gem or something. Well, it can't be a hidden gem because it's. Oh my God, I don't know. Actually, this is one of my favorites. I have too many, but I don't know if you've noticed. I was drinking out of a Moobies cup.
Nice.
Moobies.
Kevin Smith's pop-up, right? And then I got like the Moobies like box for the food. And he actually signed it. I don't know if you can see his autograph.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, he signed it. So this was actually fun. We went and had some burgers and some tater tots at Moobies.
Yeah, how the burgers taste?
They were okay. Very, nothing mediocre. Great, and nice and cheesy and greasy. But we didn't even know that he was going to be there. That's why we were sitting there eating, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, give me something for him to sign. He's going to be up there. And I'm like, what? So we actually had him up there doing, was discussing like Clerks 3 and stuff like that. So that was actually fun. But I mean, that's one of my cool swags, but it's not the best.
Who's the king? All the friends and all the monkeys.
Lori, what about you? What are some of your highlights?
Oh God. Well, just being back, first of all, was amazing. It was so much fun to be back and to kind of have that vibe again. I mean, there were so many great panels. I guess the advantage that I have is being pressed that I can go into Hall H through a separate entrance, so I don't have to deal with that overnight
with the commoners.
Yep. Yeah. So I think for me, the Lord of the Rings was really cool. I mean, that was the fact that when I got to Hall H, there was a screen that was covering first of the stage, which we were all like, what the fuck is going on? And then we realized there was like a partial orchestra on stage, which was really cool. So they had an orchestra on stage. They had a choir come out. I mean, it was really incredible. And the fact that they also had Stephen Colbert be the moderator for Lord of the Rings was awesome, because everybody knows what a humongous, Lord of the Rings fan. And he even had like his white binder out, and he had like all these, you could see all the notes that he had, and he was like throwing out trivia questions to people in the audience, and he was like, no, that's wrong. That it was a lot of fun. And I'm glad that they had someone who actually knew what they were talking about, as opposed to some of these moderators who are just like, the fuck are these people? They have no idea.
I'm a YouTuber. I have like 30 million views. I've never seen the show, but
exactly. They have no clue. That was great. Of course, the Keanu Berserker was amazing to see. I mean, just the fact that he was in Hall H to begin with was so great. And I loved hearing how he got to be a part of that whole comic book. And I didn't get it. Michelle, did you get the oh wait, no, that's right. You weren't at that panel, were you?
No, but I got my Berserker signed.
Oh, your Berserker signed, nice. But they had here's the one. Yeah, they had a poster. Yeah, they had a poster that you could get like a free ticket and stuff like that with the ticket with that.
I do have that. I'll find it.
Oh yeah, that was fun. The Black Adam was actually kind of fun, especially the way that the Rock came in, which I thought was pretty cool. That whole levitating from above the stage. The Mayans panel was fabulous. The What We Do in the Shadows was great, because we got to see the episode that was just about to air, so we got to see that before everybody else, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a fucking episode too. That was fucking hilarious.
The market, that was hysterical. That was so great. So that was fun. I got to also do a lot of interviews this time, which was nice. I got, before in 2019, I didn't have as many, but it was really cool to sit down with Casper Van Dien. Shout out to Salvage Marines. But that was so cool. I mean, to sit there with Johnny Rico, which was awesome as hell. Yeah. And we had such a great, it was him and two others, Jennifer Wagner and Peter Shinkota, who was fabulous as well, right before the panel for Salvage Marines. And he was just so great, so personable. So, we talked about everything. We talked about the show. We talked about, he's like, oh, I've been here. And I asked him, I said, how many times have you been here? And he's like, I was here for this and this and this and that. He's been like here 10 times, which I didn't know. But he was great. I got to interview the cast of Green Lantern, the animated series that's coming up. So Aldous Hodge and Brian Bloom and oh God, I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but they were really great. I got to interview Vincent Vargas from the Mayans, which was great for me, because it was literally a one-on-one. Like, we went to a interview room in the Hilton. It was just the two of us. With my boss was the one that was filming, and it was amazing, because I've been trying to get something for the Mayans forever, and so finally it was great. Then we're starting slowly but surely to get more and more and more, which is great. And they're a 5th season. Yay, 5th season. Yes. I got to see the Masters of the Universe panel, which was great, because Dolph Lundgren was there, and Stephen Root, who I love as well, was there as Battlecat, the voice of Battlecat. And the one thing I loved so much about the Black Adam was that there was the Q&A afterwards. The audience could ask questions, and the very first question was from this little boy named Mason, and he asked The Rock, he said, was Kevin Hart jealous that you got the role or something? It was fucking hilarious. The entire audience was just laughing their asses off. And he said, yes, Kevin Hart was jealous. And 2, he goes, I think you look like you're taller than Kevin Hart. So
oh my God.
You can actually, if you go on the panel on YouTube, you can find it. It's fucking hilarious. Okay. But it was just a lot of fun. It was great to be back. It was good to be have that vibe again. There was some great costuming that I saw, not as much as in years past, but there were still some really good ones. I love the guys that I posted that picture of the Jason, Freddy, and Leatherface. That was cool. I was
Leatherface.
walking right behind them. That was kind of cool. There was the guy that was oh god, Ghost Rider. That was cool too without the motorcycle, but that was neat. I also love looking at the like sideshow, all of the sideshow stuff. Those statues are just unbelievable, and the fact that they had the Nosferatu from the 1922, I about lost my fucking mind when I saw that. I was like, holy shit! I was like, the detail on that was just superb. Beautiful. It was unfucking believable. I was just, they had the fawns, they had, you know, I mean, you guys saw my video that they had those great Clint Eastwood ones and the crow, and they had all those great ones. And I love, I mean, you know, more power to them that they have these incredible statues. And then I got to interview the guy that does the those video games, or not the video games, excuse me, the pinball machines like they have at Emporium.
The Stern guys.
Yeah, they were really, he was a really, my very first interview that I think it was on preview night or on Thursday, rather, the first night of Comic-Con. And that was so much fun. And he was really, really great, really knowledgeable, so much fun. And it was just, it kind of set the tone for me for the rest of the con, which was great. And of course, Ozzy Osbourne was there, which I didn't get a chance to see. But, and I know Michelle was, your friend won the raffle, didn't she?
Yep, a friend of mine was able to log on to that exclusive Portals, you know, raffle, and she was able to get an autograph of McFarlane and Ozzy, and she had to be, yeah,
no way,
because McFarlane had, you know, produced or had done that video of his, Ozzy's latest video, right?
Yeah, the video's actually pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
really? Animation.
So Lori, I didn't get the poster. I didn't get the Berserker poster, but I did meet Matt Kint later on at Boom Studios.
Right, you were saying that, yeah.
Me, I don't know if y'all can see, but he did give me this.
God damn it! Did he sign that? Get it signed.
Matt Kint, the writer for Berserker, signed it. It's signed.
Yeah, that's fine. It's signed by the writer. Yeah, it doesn't
awesome.
Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Not the same one that they got from the.
No, but it was, that one was cool too, though. That was really cool.
That's cool as shit.
I love that. Yeah, it was great, just great to be back. And like I said, you know, I mean, granted, I was so exhausted. I mean, I think I walked like 26 miles over the last 5 days and 52,000 steps or something like that. And it was, and I'm just thankful. Also, the weather wasn't very hot too. That's another thing, is the weather was kind of normal, like, you know, 68, I think 75, maybe 77 was the
weather.
Yeah, exactly, which was perfect.
We brought the weather.
So exactly, thank God. The only downfall is the fact that it took me fucking almost 9 hours to get home from fucking San Diego.
San Francisco weather once again.
That was no, it had nothing to do with that. It had to do with the there was an engine maintenance.
A lot of flights have been delayed going out of LA yet, or we went out there a few months ago. There's a, you know, our buddy took like 9 hours, like same shit, 9 hours to get. It's kind of bullshit. But like, just from like a fan, like from an outsider looking in, like this is definitely one of the better Comic-Cons they've had, because this one felt more like had more stuff, like more releases, more, you know, more news drop, they dropped a lot of figure stuff.
Yeah.
They haven't done in a while, because they didn't. I think this year's Toy Fair was canceled, a New York Toy Fair, so they had a lot more reveals to show off. So yeah, this is like, just from a fan, like looking out, like this is definitely one of the better ones I've seen from the outside. So it definitely looked like a fun experience. Gotta, you know, I'm gonna try to make it one of these years again.
Yeah. Well, and then of course, you know, they had the Wakanda trailer, which was such an emotional, beautiful panel. Or just, I mean, the fact that they had African dancers and drummers come out on stage, which was pretty insane. And then they had the entire cast come out too, which was great, with Ryan Coogler, and they all embraced each other. And it was just so beautifully, such a beautiful dedication and homage to Chadwick. And everybody was talking about Chadwick, but it was, I've never ever seen that in all the years that I've gone to Comic-Con. I've never seen something of that scale coming and being so just dramatic. And it was also just a very emotional trailer. I mean, the fact that they had, you know, No Woman No Cry, which was part of the trailer, and it's an incredible trailer. I can't wait to see the film.
It took me around on a lot of things. I had about that movie, and I watched that trailer a lot. I like over and over. It's definitely a fucking really good put together trailer.
But to see it also on the big screen and to feel the vibe of those African dancers and the drummers and just how they went all out for that was just incredible. And then of course having what's his name, Kevin, is it Feige? I can never remember correctly how to pronounce it. Feige. Come on stage and give you the phase 4, phase 5, phase 6 of what's happening is pretty insane too, because that was, you got to see, I think it was till 2024, 2025, what's coming?
2025, yeah.
So there's all kinds of, amazing stuff coming, and that was pretty cool.
They just announced the D23 panels and stuff in September, so we're going to get a lot. We're probably going to get a Fantastic Four cast and director at that, some more trailers and stuff.
And they had the She-Hulk cast came out, the Ant-Man cast came out, Guardians of the Galaxy came out, Shazam, the Shazam was there as well. So they had a lot of casts, which was great, come out and just kind of just like 5 minutes high. Thank you for coming, that kind of thing. And
what'd you think of the trailers that we didn't get to see? You got to see the Guardians, Ant-Man that we didn't get to see.
Guardians was good. I don't know. I kind of
James Gunn, I trust.
Yeah, it's good. I think that it was just I expected it to kind of heighten because 2 was okay, 2 was So
I tried watching part 2 the other day. I couldn't get through it.
Wow.
Yeah, once they get to the Ego Planet, I'm just like I'm checked out. Dude. Like once after Yondu and Baby Groot and Rocket escape that prison, I'm out. I can't. I had to stop watching that shit with Ego. Is just fucking excruciating, man. I can't get through it. I love Kurt Russell too. He's one of my favorite actors. But that movie hits a fucking wall when that.
It's gonna be. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be. That's the thing is Guardians is again set such a high bar that it's kind of anything that comes after it is a little bit.
Did it show you any bullshit when it comes to Rocket Raccoon?
I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember it. I don't. I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. But it was a good trailer. Well. The Black Adam was a great trailer. The Lord of the Rings was a great trailer. Dungeons and Dragons was good.
It was fun.
That was fun. Ant-Man and Wasp was interesting because they kind of, I think they're going into like another universe or something like that. It's
the quantum.
Thank you. The quantum realm. So that was. They'll have Michelle Pfeiffer back and Michael Douglas back, so that should be interesting. But
did it show anything about Jonathan Majors in that one?
I don't remember if they.
I saw the bootleg version of the trailer. Yeah, they show
Jonathan Majors.
He's in it. Yeah.
I try not to see that.
Oh, and then Sandman was also an interesting panel that I saw, which I'm very curious about that.
Cinnamon.
That's going to be interesting.
Cinnamon.
Yeah. I missed the interview with the vampire, which I'm kind of, there you go. Ooh, nice. Very cool.
Sandman poster.
Nice.
So Meshellica, are you going back next year or what? Or this is the one and done for a while?
Okay, so I don't know if I told you, but the only reason I went back to Comic-Con is because I'm a founder for Scott Snyder's Substack. And he said, if you're part of, the first 100 people that signed up to my Substack, I'm going to take you out for a free dinner if you come to San Diego.
Oh, right.
So I'm like, yes, please, I will go. But I was not part of the whole lottery to get an attendee ticket. I was able to get an exhibitor badge from a friend of a friend that I met at one of those East Bay Comic-Con places. Very nice fellow. So I may try with my brothers and, my sister-in-law to get into that whole general attendee lottery. But, if it doesn't work out, I can always get another exhibitor badge. But I don't want
to go through hoops. I don't like the fact that you have to go through so many hoops.
Yeah, that's very frustrating.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, I'd rather go to these other conventions in other cities and experience new cities and shit. Don't make me go through hoops and fucking try to get tickets.
Do this, do that. It's not a fucking scavenger hunt, bro.
Yeah, just give me tickets. I'm gonna spend money and fucking
Yeah, that's another thing too, is that the line, the lines for Funko, the lines for all of that was still just as bad as it was back in 2019.
It was,
But
and
it
having
was-
the exhibitor badge allowed us to get in like an hour or two
exactly.
earlier.
That's
But they still would not sell. Like they still wouldn't. You know, we're standing there, kind of scoping out what's being sold, but they would not sell until they actually opened the doors at 9:30. So we were just kind of standing there and look at everything. So I was able to get stuff from Entertainment Earth, and so I have a lot of visual stuff, guys, because I wasn't able to go to a lot of panels. So what I did is I purchased quite a bit of comics, and I also went back to the old comic book, you know, carrying your comics in your backpack, going to every writer, every artist. So I'm telling you guys, I had tons of stuff that I had.
Yeah, every time I saw Michelle, she was having something signed. So it was just like
So I don't know. I have lots of stuff.
Get it signed.
Get it signed.
Get it signed.
So, what would you rate, Lori? What would you rate this Comic-Con?
I
of 10.
would say probably 8 out of 10 for me.
Really?
Because it's been so long. I missed it so much. It was nice to be back. And, like I said, the fact that I got to interview a lot more people this time and they had different panels and a lot more fun. It was just a little bit easier to maneuver, I think, this year than it was in 2019. So I'll say an 8.
Okay. Charlotte, what would you rank this Comic-Con?
Because I wasn't able to go to very many panels or interactives and stuff. I would say overall it was more like a 7 to me. But the fact that I met comic artists and creators and writers, that to me was golden. I mean, I can just name off. Okay, so you all know the founding fathers of Image, right? The 7 fellows. I've met all of them now, except for not Mark Silvestri, Jim Valentino. No, I met Mark Silvestri. I have a great story later on when we have a chance to talk about it. But Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder, Adam Kubert, Tony Daniel, Ryan Otley. Oh my God, the Ryan Otley print that I got. I don't even know where it is now. Shoot.
I love me some Ryan Otley, but he's definitely
Ryan Otley.
Well, it's Invincible, right?
Yeah.
Where the heck is it? I lost it. Anyway, the fact that I spent more time doing the comic rounds and meeting these artists and talking with them was gold to me. That was 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Here's the Otley. It's all like full of
that's awesome. Yeah. That's
all
cool.
bloody and stuff, right?
Yeah. That's dope.
But so I wanted to mention, they give out these free, well, not free, it's part of your attendee badge. These, funky little backpacks, right?
Oh, I've got mine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you knew this, Lori, but there's actually 2.
You can,
versions.
put them together. Yeah.
Yeah. And you could put them together. So I got the 2 backpacks. I got one each.
What?
Like that, right? That's a backpack, right?
That's
and then
dope.
Alex Sinclair, who is the artist of this that I gave Ray for his birthday, has a print of the actual 2
That's right. You were
backpacks.
saying that. Yeah, I remember.
It's a print of all like the movie characters, like all
all the DC movie characters. I
all
thought
the
that was
shows and
really
characters
cool.
all on one screen.
And
Just getting that.
They better erase that Batgirl on there now.
Yeah.
wow.
She on here?
If you can put it together,
Oh my God, yeah, she is.
take a picture and post it to Facebook, I would so appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
I'll see if I can print that out.
Do it, but I'm going to do it.
That's
I
fun.
wanted to
Or you
actually.
can put out the poster that's fucking complete.
Yeah, exactly. I was
The poster's pretty cool.
She has a complete one? I didn't know that. Don't
But
yell at me.
meeting.
Just showed it off. What are you talking?
You just showed it.
I'm not that good right now, right?
What?
5 shots
did you
in,
not see?
low,
What did he miss?
a lot.
He
Oh,
missed it. He missed you putting up the one that has
The
the
whole
whole
one?
thing.
Yeah, I totally missed that. I was taking a shot possibly.
That one, yes.
I
missed
saw
that
2
one.
bags together. Take a picture of that, please.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to.
You can easily find it online, Rick.
Don't yell at me, Ray.
Stop giving her extra work. You never give her extra work. What the fuck?
What an asshole.
But the Scott Snyder dinner, we ended up going. There's about 20 of us that ended up going to this Brazilian restaurant, on G Street, down in the Gas Lamp. And Scott Snyder is so awesome. He was with Capullo writing the Batman.
Wait. It was Scott Snyder and Capullo at the restaurant?
No, not Capullo at the restaurant. I know if it was, I'd be like, oh my God. But anyway, I had them sign. I had a Court of Owls mask that I got. So I had Scott and Capullo sign it, and they were like, "Where'd you get that mask? That's a different mask." I said, I didn't want to say Amazon, but yeah, it was Amazon.
Oh, but you got them to sign it. That's great.
Yeah, totally. They were so
That's
clever.
cool.
Capullo draw a little Batman on it.
Yeah, I know. I should have done that. But at the dinner, they had giveaways. You know, they had like little raffle giveaways, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay." So they gave us a bunch of free stuff for Noctera, and we have Demons, which is Scott Snyder stuff. And then I ended up winning a CGC Blacktop Bill 9/6 lenticular comic. I don't know if you can see it, but
Yeah.
Great.
That's cool.
and I was like, "Oh my god, this is really nice of him." So it's like that's the reason why I went to San Diego Comic Con, is to actually spend
Nice.
time with Scott Snyder. And then the artist for Noctera, Tony Daniel, was there. And he actually might be going to the Fan Expo that's coming up in November.
Oh,
I
that's
was
in
trying
San
to push
Francisco.
that,
That's right.
with some of the artists and stuff.
Yeah.
And but I spent so much time with the comics. You would have thought I was like, the little kid back in, grade
It's
school.
weird that at the San Diego Comic Con they actually have comics there. So,
Oh my gosh. I went back, I went old school. I couldn't go to all those panels.
in a couple of years when they go back on Hollywood's nuts, but
I did.
that's what it was before originally, like all
Yeah.
comics, toys, and stuff.
They
and
still do have, though. They have the panels for the comic
It's the
book
money,
artists
bro.
and things like
It's
that.
the
You
money.
just have to find them. But yeah.
They do. I actually sat through a Jim Lee panel. I forgot, but I just kind of walked in watching like the last 20 minutes or so. And I don't know if you know what Jim Lee does, but in his panels, he draws, right? He draws little sketches. And then at the end of his panel, he will go around and he will ask people for the weirdest things in their purses or their backpacks.
Oh, you were saying that. Yep.
Yeah. So he had like about 5 sketches and he's like, "Okay, who has a pack of ketchup in their bag?" And somebody's like, "I have mustard. Will you take that?" Who has a pair of chopsticks in your bag? So he would then give the sketches that he drew to the people that had these things in their bags and stuff. So
Like what was it? Monty Hall or something like
Yeah,
that.
exactly,
You had
exactly.
Well, people are gonna just bring a bunch of random shit in their fucking.
pretty much.
Great.
Pretty
And
much.
then right after
David
that
Copperfield. The fuck?
yeah, right after that was the Todd McFarlane talk about
Spawn.
Image 30th anniversary. So
Todd
the two big things was, which you guys are probably already know if you hear the Twitter news, but one was him, Jim Lee under DC, but him and Capullo coming back to do another Batman Spawn crossover. So that was an announcement.
Oh.
And then the other announcement will be at New York Comic Con regarding the Spawn movie. So
That's not happening.
No, it's going to be a Spawn series, if anything, right now.
He's been saying that
Well,
shit for years.
TV might be streaming. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
No, it's not going
you-
anywhere.
low budget.
Michelle, did you make it to the George Perez thing or no?
No, I did not. There was a Legends We've Lost panel that was, I think, it might have been
God.
Saturday evening or Thursday or Saturday evening. I can't remember, but it would have been a discussion about Neil Adams, George Perez, and Tim
Right.
Sale. So I was not able to go do
That's
that.
too bad.
But one thing that was awesome, which I know you guys can appreciate this, but Scott Williams, the artist, there was this guy that I was standing next to because I was waiting for.
He's more of a
Yeah, the inker. But he actually had a book
What an
that
asshole.
had, I think it was Neil Adams drew Havoc on this book, and then Scott Williams drew an old school
Ink.
Cyclops. Well, he drew it in ink, right? Pencil ink, whatever. So it was awesome to see this guy who had like an original Neil Adams and then Scott Williams on the same page. It was just
Neat,
wonderful
yeah.
to watch him draw or ink that, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he's definitely. He inked a lot of his Jim Lee's X-Men stuff. He inked all the
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
stuff, and he's one of the signatures I
Speaking
need.
of, there's the X-Men he inked,
I love
right?
that one. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, I need that on my
A1B.
And then I had
America Black
this is
Widow. I need Jim
Superman.
Lee and Chris Claremont, so I need
Yep.
Scott Williams.
This is
Nice.
actually 4 signatures. There's Jim Lee, Brian Azzarello, Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair that did this.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Right.
I did a lot of comic stuff.
Yeah, I think you
Right.
told me, didn't you tell me that you had a whole carry-on bag full of
Oh my
comics?
God. My whole carry-on rolling suitcase was all comics.
Yeah.
Well, here's Greg Capullo's first Marvel.
Yeah.
What if Daredevil killed Kingpin?
Yep, I have that
He's
issue.
like, oh, that's my first Marvel
great
work.
artist,
We got it.
Yeah,
It's
you,
really
you definitely see like him, like his progression. He's definitely not the same artist he was when he started that. So yeah, all right. So we're just gonna lead into the pull list since Meshellica's already showing up.
I've been pulling things left and right.
She's already been pulling stuff. So let's keep it going. So Meshellica, what else is on your pull list this week?
Oh my God, guys! I got so much. I'm telling you.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. So I actually got the Rob Liefeld VIP. Got to meet the man, Rob Liefeld. So the VIP had like 5.
Red in his teeth.
Yeah, pretty much. 5. Like
He's unapologetic about his coke habit.
and I had him sign his cover, the New Mutants cover that was written by Wheezy Simonson. It's his cover with him and Todd McFarlane. So that was my Rob Liefeld stuff. I also backed a Wesley Snipes graphic novel, but Wesley Snipes didn't make it because of the COVID. He wanted to like stay away from
the COVID.
Heard the IRS was going to be there.
Yeah. So I got the Exiled Ashcan. So he wasn't there, unfortunately, but I picked this up and I backed his Kickstarter. So we'll see when
Wesley
I
Snipes, IRS.
But I mean, I got so much stuff, guys. But the one thing I will tell you this story. Okay, so having an exhibitor badge doesn't get you certain things. So when I was standing in line for the image, the image signing for Todd McFarlane, I was standing in line with my brother Christian, and the guy goes, "Sorry to disappoint you, but if you have an exhibitor badge in this line, you're going to be turned away." So we just looked at each other and went, "Oh well," because they don't want to give these tickets to exhibitors because they think we're going to take the stuff and turn around and sell it. Well, we're just guests of exhibitors. So anyway, there was another signing at Top Cow, which is Mark Silvestri's comic company, right? And I was just kind of walking around, just killing time. And then they're like, "Oh, there's going to be a signing with Silvestri and McFarlane right here." And I'm like, "Oh my God, how can I get a ticket? How can I get a wristband? Let me see your badge. I'm an exhibitor." "You can't get one. I'm sorry." So I was like, great. So what I ended up doing is I stood at the very end because I just wanted to take pictures. And there was this nice fellow that I just met standing in the corner. And I was like, "Oh, I'm just going to stand here and take pictures. I can't get a print, so I'll just stand here, take pictures for you." So he was the first, this guy that I met, he was the first one to get in line. So I was taking pictures with his iPhone and stuff. And then I walked up to Todd. And Todd is just sitting there signing away because there's a really long line of people. And I'm saying, I told him, "Todd, thank you so much for bringing Batman and Spawn together. I can't wait for this. That's great news." And then he goes, "Do you want a print?" And I said, "Oh, well, they said I couldn't because I have this badge." And he goes, "Why not? Why can't you get this print?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll take one." And then he turns to Mark and he goes, "Mark, sign this for her." And Mark Savitri's like, "Okay." And then some handler guy is like, No, she can't have that print. She can't. She doesn't have a wristband. She's got an attendee badge. an exhibitor badge. She can't have that print." And I looked up the guy and I said, "But Todd is giving it to me."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, okay, you can have it." So here is my freebie: Todd McFarlane, Mark Silvestri.
That's awesome. There you go. And you got
one more for the good guys right there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you will blame the fucking exhibitors that actually do that shit.
They're trying to do their job. I get it, but it's just.
But blame the exhibitors who do actually do that shit and make it shitty.
And make a profit. Yeah, there are there.
Yeah, and that's the reason I told Michelle
to do that because people are assholes. Exhibitors do go and cherry pick all this cool shit and then turn around and sell it for like.
Agreed.
Well, that's like why all those other booths have the Funkos. It's like because they have the Funko itself, and then you go to different booths, and each booth has different Funkos. So it's the same kind of thing, and that's. Yeah. And once Michelle told me that, I said, "Yeah, that makes sense," because, like you said, you don't want to take that and turn that around because then you're making the profit and they're not. So it's kind of like it's fucked up.
I wish I had like an attendee badge and an exhibitor badge.
Yeah, exactly.
Do a swap. But,
right.
I was just being nice, and I was talking to Todd, and Todd Father gave me that print, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
And I dig that because that shows the person that he is, right?
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, there's always good stories about him. He's a man of the people.
Love
Yeah.
No
that guy.
doubt.
So yeah, I got more, but go ahead. I got too many things.
Mr. Effort, you haven't talked in a while. Go ahead. What do you have on your pull list?
So I don't know if you tried this yet, Ray. It's a free download, but it's Multiverses. It's that WB fighting game that's come out.
Yeah.
Well, you have to adjust a lot of the options to it, but it's actually pretty cool. The fact that it's almost like it's a cross between, what is it, Marvel versus Capcom and Street Fighter, that whole fighting game where you can like switch between 3 players, and Smash Brothers. So you can like pick support characters that'll give you like, you know, health as you are in a battle. But dude, it's fucking dope. It's just trying to learn if you're going in thinking it's Smash Brothers, don't. It's its own thing because it actually adds the fact that you have 2 other characters that are helping you. So it does have Rick and Morty coming soon, but right now it has currently LeBron from Space Jam. Yeah, I get it, you know, but I'd want Michael Jordan somewhere along the line. You get the Iron Giant, you get Taz, Velma from Scooby Doo, Arya Stark for Game of Thrones, Batman, Bugs Bunny, Finn the Human from Adventure Time, Garnet. I'm not sure where she's from, but you get Harley Quinn, Jake the Dog from Adventure Time, Rain Dog, Shaggy, Steven Universe, Superman, Tom and Jerry, who are probably going to play similar to Ice Climbers, I would assume, and then Wonder Woman. And they're saying more to be revealed soon. The whole plus to this is that it's a free game. You can just download this, similar to DC Online, DC Universe Online.
Yeah,
it's a free download. You just have to keep constantly progressing in the game to kind of get better and shit. Because that's how they try to get you in games now. You want to keep gaining levels and playing their particular game. But yeah, it seems like a fun game. From what I've played from it, it's pretty fun. I had a team of Batman, Shaggy, and I believe I also had one of the guys from Adventure Time, and it was pretty fun in the practice time. So yeah, that's a good fun. If you have PlayStation Network, I don't know if it's available for Xbox Live or whatnot, but it's a fun game.
Yeah,
Multiverses.
cool.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, for a free game, honestly, Ray, I think you can stream it if you have that PlayStation Premium. So you don't have to download it, but you can stream it.
Are you secretly working for Sony? Because it seems like
I know I'm hawking that shit.
PS5, you've been hawking this PlayStation Plus thing. Like,
PlayStation Premium, Ray, dude, I want you to play fucking Assassin's
I want to
Creed.
see you talk. I want to see what's
It's the whole thing. You know, it's just I know you like GTA, and Assassin's Creed really lends itself to that. The Ezio trilogy is amazing, playing in the Renaissance period where fucking Leonardo da Vinci's out there, and you're playing against the Borgias, the whole Borgias, and it's great. The story weaving that they do in gaming is fucking amazing. I would hope that he would get that just so he can play it. Michelle, if you could get fucking Bo off of Predator Hunter and get him onto like Assassin's Creed 2, the Ezio trilogy, it's just fun to watch even as you're watching, because it's a movie, because there's a lot of cutscenes, there's a lot of storyline to the game. I really dig it so much. You know, the Ezio trilogy, that's Assassin's Creed 2, Ray. Ubisoft, go get it, dude. I got some fucking weird. I think it's
what's that shining stuff on your face there?
I have a disco ball off to the side right here. Look at that.
Nice.
The primal, yes.
Renee, sweet, nice talk. I believe he's talking about the McFarlane Silvestri.
Nice.
I thought it was a Silver Surfer shirt.
No, what do you got? A fucking disco? What the fuck is going on?
I know the disco ball over there.
It's a disco ball.
You look like the Anna from Dusk Till Dawn, man. Jeez.
Oh, it isn't.
Wow.
I get a
I
little.
want a real one though. I want like an actual real one hanging from my ceiling.
Dude, I got to keep a lot
Seriously.
of shit when I left Luca, bro. Leave me alone.
Okay, Lori, what's on your pull list?
My pull list. Well, of course, I couldn't, have with go to Comic-Con without getting some swag myself. So I got some Golden Girls.
Oh yeah.
Golden Girl.
I got some pins,
Yeah.
and then these are like the book magnets.
Oh, that's
But then
awesome.
but then the other one that I didn't see but was still part of Comic-Con was the John Wick 4 fucking trailer that dropped. That is, I mean,
Yes.
I've already watched it at least like a million times, but it just looks so incredible.
Yes.
I cannot wait for this to come out. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just watching it, and then of course, you've got Donnie Yen in that, you've got Skarsgård in it, you've got all these incredible people in it, and Keanu just seems to be getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
No matter, it's kind of like someone who had made a good point. They said, it was like he and Tom Cruise are pretty much keeping the action genre alive, and here are these guys in their, late 50s, early, almost 60. I mean, it's just insane how you have these two icons still part of it. But yeah, and just also, John Wick itself has, I think, become this kind of mythical franchise, and it's just so great. And like I said, I can't wait to watch it and to see Ian McShane and to see Clancy Brown and everybody back again. Oh my
God, Clancy Brown.
Yeah.
Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick, of course.
Lance Reddick.
Absolutely. Lance Reddick. Yeah. And just the new cast members too. It looks like they have a bunch of new people in there too. But just the stunts. I mean, that scene with him and Donnie Yen with the fucking swords and the guns. I mean, that's insane. Yeah. It looks, and it's only like a minute too, which makes it like, oh my God, I want more.
It's the best action franchise going on right now. So
absolutely.
I would agree.
Those are my two pull lists: my Golden Girls and Keanu.
Did you go to the panel where he made a surprise visit?
No, see that I missed that because I think he just actually showed up because he wasn't, I don't think, scheduled, and I didn't even know what panel that was. But it was a
director's, some kind of director's panel.
Oh, okay. Because I was hoping he would do it during Berserker, but he didn't, unfortunately. But he just kind of showed up and was like, "Oh, by the way, I have the fucking trailer." Like, oh shit! So
that's cool.
Yeah.
What's on mine? Watched Paper Girls on Amazon.
What was that?
It was pretty good. Starts off slow. You kind of start off not liking the girls. Like they're
okay.
What's it on?
Amazon Prime. It's based off the comic. It's basically set. A lot of people want to compare it to Stranger Things.
I was gonna say, didn't you get something from that? Yeah.
Well, it was a poster tube and a free poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. The comic. I read the first 3 trades, I believe. I didn't really like the comic too much towards the end. I thought it started off strong. I don't know. Maybe I got to jump back in. I liked some of the stuff. It was kind of interesting. But the show was pretty enjoyable.
Is it completely out right now? The whole series is out?
Yeah, 8 episodes, yeah.
8 episodes? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go through it.
Yeah, it's easy watch. It goes through pretty quick. It's like, it's time travel.
You finished it?
Yeah, I finished it, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's 8. Yeah, it's 8. And they're like 45-minute episodes.
July 29th to today. Why do they fucking do that? They release everything for one show, but don't release for others?
Certain ones, yeah.
Fuck that shit. No.
Hey, this is my pull list, Rick. I'll let you talk.
Sorry. Okay.
We've heard of your opinions about your streaming right?
Streaming wars. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, that's one of Rick's triggers, man. Streaming day of release or
streaming wars. Yeah, day of. Yeah.
But I think it's worth checking out. It's some fun stuff. It's not like it doesn't lean too heavy into the nostalgia stuff, which some stuff kind of does and kind of takes you out of it. No, this but the girls, they kind of start off unlikable, kind of. I don't know if that was on purpose, but they do grow on you towards the end. Like Ali Wong's in it. Ali Wong's in it. She plays one of the future girls. Girls from it's weird time travel, kind of shit. It's interesting. There's mech. If you read some of the comic, there's mech warriors and there's fucking.
Right.
It's kind of. Did you read any of the comic, Meshellica, yet? Or
I did. I have the two trades. And
okay,
so
yeah. What'd you think of the comic?
it was pretty good. I started watching the first episode, but I couldn't get to it. I think I was just very tired.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the comics, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it translates to live action.
Yeah.
How likable or unlikable they are.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. Like I said, it goes by pretty quick too. It's like it's
Okay.
8 episodes. I'm definitely
30
curious.
minutes or 1 hour?
Like 45 minutes,
45.
50 minutes. So yeah, so it's definitely
Standard.
worth checking out for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Hondullorian. I'm back. This is not a Frank special.
No, definitely not.
Even left. Where did he go?
We'll be all right. We probably went to go run up some stairs or pretend to go to the gym or something.
Run up.
He's doing the whole Rocky fucking running up the Philadelphia steps and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, another thing on my pull list I got from Meshellica for my birthday. I got the Billy.
Yeah.
Did you remember everything?
Billy Sienkiewicz. This is from California Extreme. Well, I guess that's another thing on our pull list. We went to California Extreme.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pinball arcade convention. We had,
Nice.
everything on free play. Played some fun games.
Fun.
Nice.
Got to see some cool. Got to see folks we haven't seen in a minute too. So that was fun. Oh yeah, I got plastered and played video games till like 1 a.m. It was great.
That was very fun.
Hondo is I'm
Running up that hill. There you go.
Okay, Hondullorian Bush.
K Bush.
Hey, Bush.
K Bush. You look great. Yeah, that's it for mine. All right, let's see. Anybody got some hidden gems this week? Hidden gems? Something you want to show off from your collection? Something personal to you? Something, a little classroom show off? Let's see. Lori, you got any hidden gems for us?
Not that I know of. I guess the Golden Girl pins could be my hidden gem, but just yeah. I mean, just Comic-Con, I guess, is my hidden gem. That's my hidden gem. Being able to go back to Comic-Con was fabulous. So
Not so hidden.
Yeah, not so hidden.
I did buy a ticket to Bullet Train, though. I'm kind of looking forward to that.
I'm actually looking forward to that, too. I kind of want to see that. It looks fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I definitely want to see that.
That's
So
the one
I
with-
bought a ticket.
Is
For
that
the Brad Pitt. It's
Yeah.
the Brad Pitt one that's where
Yeah.
he's on the train.
That looks good. Yeah.
Bad Bunny. And
Bad Bonnie.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bonnie.
Yeah, Prey comes out this week, too. So
Oh, that's right.
Right on Hulu.
Streaming.
Oh man, there was an offsite screening of that you had to like email. They had to call you, and that's one thing. That's one thing about Comic-Con that was really ridiculous. Is you have to sign up, you have to email, then you have to wait and see whether or not you get accepted. Then you got to go to the place. You know what I mean? And it's like
too much.
after all that time.
Well, not just that, but how long did it take you to figure out the Scott Snyder dinner? Remember, you were like in the dark until the day of, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Day before.
So too many things to do. So and actually, I actually won a VIP. Oh, so Lori, I won a VIP event to Comixology. But because we had dinner on that Thursday, I decided not to go.
Right.
And all of a sudden, all the comic artists and writers and creators.
Oh no, you're kidding! Oh,
but it was only me plus one, so all four of us wouldn't be able to go.
Yeah.
But I had a much better time having dinner with you.
Right. Well, of course.
What was that? The Joe's Crab Shack, right?
That was fun.
That was really fun.
That was fun.
Mr. Efford, you got a hidden gem for us?
I don't know if I got a hidden gem. I don't know if I talked about it before, but it would be one of the unsolicited dick pics.
Oh God!
Am I slurring?
You're slurring.
Slurring? I'm slurring.
You sound like the Swedish chef.
Hershey, Andor.
You wanted to watch Matthew Broderick.
Oh, yeah, a little problematic, Rick. Your impression.
Matthew Broderick and Dabney Coleman in War Games.
One from like Swedish cookie.
I'm trying to keep it together, bro. Everything's like strobing right now as I'm like, move.
Okay, Rick.
Okay,
Oh my god.
I just wanted to make it fun. It is fun. So War Games. If you guys haven't seen War Games by
Oh yeah.
who was it? God damn it! Why can't I remember the director's name right now? But Matthew Broderick's in it, and Ali Sheedy, and Dabney Coleman.
Wait, no, it's not Wolfgang Peterson. Who the fuck is it?
No, it's not Wolfgang Peterson. It's
Is it John
dude,
Landis?
No, it's not John Landis. He also did what's it called? The movie with the helicopter with fucking Roy Schneider.
Arrow.
Blue Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
John Badham.
Oh,
John Badham.
You see how it
yeah.
connects? John Badham. So it's a John Badham movie.
Adam.
Badham. Badham.
Badam.
Okay.
Look, if people haven't seen this movie yet, it's a very thrilling movie when you break it down to what it's about. Thermonuclear war, you break into a fucking system, and then a fucking war computer that's actually programmed to control the United States military response to a fucking a nuclear attack to us. Please go watch this movie. Don't watch the fucking it's a bad sequel called A Dead Code. Don't go watch War Games 2. Watch War Games, the original, with Matthew Broderick in it, Dabney Coleman, and Ali Sheedy. Please go watch this fucking movie. It's a fucking great fucking flick, guys. It's a good fucking thriller.
Dude, he directed Saturday Night Fever. Did you know that?
Yes, he did.
John Badham?
Yeah,
I
I
did not.
did.
I didn't trip
Saturday
on that
Night
shit, but that's
Fever.
fucking awesome.
Yes,
But I
he
will
did.
watch War Games. I've always wanted to watch that.
You haven't seen War Games, Michelle?
No.
Oh, dude, you know what? You might be able to find it on YouTube, so you
Okay.
don't have to pay for it. But
Okay.
Yeah,
please, War Games is an amazing movie.
Okay.
It's one of the movies I grew up watching when I was, going to the movies as a young pup with my brother and shit. So.
Yeah, great scene in the book too. Ready Player One.
Oh, right.
They reenact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They reenacted a lot of it.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Lawyer, you will not regret it.
I don't know if I can deal with
Slurricane, but you can call it Hurricane. Slurricane,
bro.
you can call it
Jesus,
Slurricane.
Alex.
It's not that
Meshellica, I'll get your Beta Ray Bull. Beta
Ray Bow.
soon.
I got stuck in the window.
The Dork Exchange.
I love it. Oh my
All
god.
right. Yeah, we got to support each other in our dark habits.
Yes.
I spelled Bilksinkevich the correct way without even having to use spell check.
Nice.
Ah, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you sure? Because sometimes I look in your notes and I was like, wow, that's missing syllables.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. I hope you fucking correct them, but this one, I got right. I double checked.
Actually, I do have a kind of a slightly another hidden gem as well. I actually started rewriting my screenplay that I've been putting off for a long time. I just got the itch again and the bug again to start it up, and I really want to, with all of the crap that's out there, with all the stuff that's out there, with all the reboots like Roadhouse, which I can't believe they're fucking trying to reimagine a reboot, whatever. But all of that stuff, it makes me as a filmmaker and as someone who lover of film angry that there's not more original shit out there. So I pulled out my old screenplay that I have that's about 45 pages long, and I want to revamp it. I want it to start doing that again. As a matter of fact, I even went online to see where I can find like free screenwriting classes. So or stuff like that, because it's just a little easier.
I'll work on it with you, Lori. If I can be any help, because I've been in the same boat with you.
Yeah.
I have a story that I think Ray would fucking love. Mm-hmm. It's a marriage between the Lost Boys and Fright Night.
Oh wow.
So it is a vampire story.
Yeah.
But I think he would definitely be on board with it if I were to write this and fucking get ready.
Well, this one's a film noir. It's kind of a very LA Confidential kind of it's like a very LA Confidential type of
I love
movie.
Dialogue, Lori. I love dialogue.
I still have my vampire, my gangster vampire. I still have that in my head too.
You know what it is? Honestly, I think between all of us right here, we could write so much shit that Hollywood.
Oh yeah, of course.
Hollywood likes to regurgitate everything that they know might work, but but they don't want to take a chance on something new.
Yeah.
Maybe a hybrid of things that
Yeah.
have worked. Don't just rehash what has worked.
Right.
Hybrid shit.
Yeah.
Good
You
idea.
Ray, have you did you do an unboxing of the what is it, the 2-pack that I got you?
He's playing with shit right now.
What?
The what is it?
What?
What happened?
What?
Um,
I said the
no,
unboxing. You
I'm
haven't done
keeping
one.
that, keeping that in the box.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks cool in the box. Keep it in the box.
Oh yeah.
The no holds barred.
Yeah, that was really
Those
cool.
bars look fucking great, bro.
Those part was pretty cool.
So I didn't show this, but I did pick up The Thing.
Nice. Oh, the convention one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I did pick that one up.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it lights up.
Nice.
Yeah, looks like
Yep.
the cover, that's
Oh,
awesome.
it does it? Oh, that's
Is
right.
it by NECA?
Yeah, it's a NECA.
That was NECA.
NECA.
Does the Godzilla actually glow in the dark pretty well, or the one that I got you, or no?
Yeah, close in the dark. Yeah.
Cool.
You're not scared of it?
Whatever.
All this shit's gonna come alive one night.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
great.
Then
It's like
you will
Night
be
at the
scared of it.
Museum. It's gonna
I'm
all
kind
come.
of scared.
No, it's gonna be more like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. I don't want to fucking sugarcoat shit. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
no, I want a war between a guy and his toys. Yeah,
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be a good movie.
That's
That'd be a very good movie.
I've been thinking about that.
No, it wouldn't be a good movie, Ray. You know what it would be? It'd be a good episode of Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, just
It'd be a great episode of
That
Twilight
would be
Zone.
good. Yeah.
I had war with
Yeah.
yeah, like it's fucking. They all come to life and they try to fight them, and like basically it's a war.
That'd be cool.
Fuck you guys! I already know how to beat
Meshellica,
you.
what's your hidden gem this week?
Who's that?
Meshellica, what's your hidden
Oh,
gem?
me? Oh, after I've just showed you
Bo?
everything that I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, one more.
Bo is like, I don't know, he's like painting, doing stuff.
It was the beef at the buffet.
Okay, this one I did not pick up at I don't want to open it because it's still like pristine, but I actually pre-ordered it. It was the Hall H Bruce Jaws plushie.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh.
So it comes with like, stuff that would be found in a shark's stomach, right? But the cool thing
Oh,
is
that's hilarious.
it has a Hall H sign, Lori. You'd love it.
Nice.
That's
Hall
awesome.
So
H?
you
Nice.
put it, like a license plate, with a pin.
Oh,
It
Louis-
that's
has-
fucking
you remember
awesome.
Pippet,
Louisiana?
the dog, Pippet. He's
Yeah,
got his
yeah.
It's a dead Pippet? You have a dead Pippet in there? That's fucking
Pippet.
great.
dog collar.
Oh.
Not a
That's
dead Pippet.
hysterical.
Although I could make a dead Pippet. But yeah, it's the plushy
That's
Bruce.
cool. That's cool.
So I actually pre-ordered this, and it came in the mail. So
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. I was checking that out. That looks awesome.
Fucking Bruce.
Great.
Yep.
That's my hidden jaws.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Awesome. All right. This was a fun one. A lot of fun always having the ladies on.
Sorry, Frank.
Yeah, sorry, Frank.
The ladies at SF Comic Co. Special.
Thank you.
Always
This
nice.
was fun.
Any final words, Lori, before we get out of here?
Just thanks for always having me on. I'm glad that it's my 10th episode, so yay, we'll celebrate that.
Only 10 of 135?
Well, that's fine. R.I.P. to Uhura and David Warner, who died as well,
Oh,
who
David
was
Warner.
such a phenomenal actor as well, and
Time
just
after time. Everybody watch that.
watch movies, guys. Go back and watch the foundational films, and be
old
present
movies.
with them, and appreciate them for what they were, and don't bitch about the special effects or whatever. Just go and appreciate them for what they are, and local, and of course support your local, not just comic book shop, but your local artists as well, regardless of what they are, photographers, dancers, whatever. So yeah.
Meshellica, final words before we get out of here?
Well, like what Lori said, supporting local comic book shops, local businesses, local artists. But, I'm just going to say a couple of words that Donnie Cates says. Do dope shit and read comics.
Exactly.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, read more comics. Mr. Effort.
Well, I was going to have something else, but the fact that Lori said, watch old movies. Please, everybody, watch old movies. Watch older movies, because you know what? This industry is not that fucking old when you think about it.
No.
in the
100
long
years.
run, it's just at its infancy. And if you guys watch now to where film is going to go, possibly within the next 20 years, you know, it's fucking amazing. But definitely go watch everything right now, because right now, to me, everything seems to be about bells and whistles, which you can do with like special effects.
Special effects.
Just go back and watch what people can do with story.
Yeah.
You know, I think right now the thing I like watching is people's first reactions videos on YouTube is to watching certain movies. I've seen
I do
maybe
that too.
yeah, I've seen 6 different people's reactions to watching Jaws, and they're amazed. It's amazing to see how people see Spielberg. I envy these people in a way. They're getting to watch these movies that I've already seen fucking like 50 to 60 times in my lifetime. You know, they're only watching them for the first time. Yeah, and it's amazing. You know, please watch those older movies, because there's so many movie references that people make throughout their day that you know, I still use to this day. It's all in the reflexes. It's a Jack Burton thing, and I've shown people the fucking preview, like, watch this movie, and they're like, you know what, the special effects. I'm like, no, just watch it. You'll see that the story is so much more than the special effects in this flick.
Yeah.
Say that watch a fucking Fast and Furious movie which have
exactly. That's what I'm talking about, right? Exactly that. It's like you can get all the bells and whistles, but you don't get the storyline.
Yeah.
Like if you watch Gremlins, if you watch Big Trouble in Little China, if you watch fucking the original Terminator, if you watch, thank you. Here it comes. It's the Rick Grant music. If you watch Lost Boys, if you watch Interview with the Vampire,
even further back than that, I'm talking like 40s, 50s, 60s.
If you watch Nosferatu, the conversation with it's the only fucking Coppola movie to ever actually win a fucking Academy Award.
Yeah.
If you watch these movies, they're fucking amazing.
That's not true, Godfather, but that's okay.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's. I'm sorry. I'm trying to rant.
That's true. You've had quite a few, so that's okay. We'll forgive you.
I'm playing off. I'm going off the cusp. Does this what it goes into now? Like fucking some kind of fucking weird fucking music now?
Yeah, exactly. We're like, yeah.
What is this?
Okay,
where's your disco ball? The disco ball. You need the disco ball.
Where is it?
Look, watch Lost Boys. Watch Flatliners. All right, there's so many
original.
There's so many good movies out there.
You had all your picks already. Right?
No, I'm just saying. It's just so many. You need a rant time. You play the music. This is what you get. You get a rant time. Okay, there's so many good movies out there. Please watch them. Don't fucking be tripped out that they came out in fucking 1972. If that was the case, I probably never would have watched Meatballs. All right, just go watch a movie. Just go watch a fucking movie. Why is it going into some weird fucking like a Dirty Dancing music that I should be talking about right now?
Because you said meatballs.
Okay, I'll accept that.
All right, folks, keep watching. Subscribe, like, and subscribe.
My rant's done.
Rear Window, yes,
You had
yes,
more?
Krista.
Rear Window, yeah.
I have a lot more, but I have to keep it for other shows, man.
Yes, keep these gems free.
Good gems.
Krista,
you're a trooper for staying with
Yeah,
us.
exactly.
I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
She gets this shit 24/7. That's the best.
Yeah, exactly.
I think she
Lord.
needs a shot right now. All right. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the notifications. Come back next week. We're just going to break some records.
This you're gonna have trouble uploading this episode. You know that, right? I don't know what I said at this point. Sorry.
The only thing that could top this if you brought that Flintstones printout again.
Do I have it nearby? I don't. You know what? To be fair, I think you might have had like 2 in a row, but I didn't call you out on it. I'm gonna have to go back.
I don't think Ray's ever had 2 in a row.
wasn't- I wasn't
I'm gonna have to beg to differ. I'm gonna have to go back and look, Lori. If I do, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have the
But
receipt.
I wasn't drunk at the time, so
And that makes it worse, right? Because you were sober when you fucking showed it, and then you showed it a week later. I'm just saying.
have a good evening, everyone. Lovely to see the ladies.
Thanks, Krista. Love you
Thanks,
too.
Krista.
Meow meow.
Meow 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 meow.
Top 5 Rick episodes ever.
I know, my goodness.
And I'm gonna
It's
remember
always
this
when
one.
we're
That's
on,
the best
Michelle,
part.
too. Did you
I-
notice
yeah.
that it's always when the 2 of us are
It
on?
must be. It must be.
I bring the noise.
Oh, God. Bringing the funk? Oh, God. Okay.
Oh my God, Rick.
See you guys next week. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Wait, fuck the Giants. They